Hello everybody, it's Jules here with Beanie.
Hello.
And welcome back to another episode of the Monday Night War, set on the one and only Brobna. And today we have a super special battle report for you today, because sometimes friends become enemies, and enemies become friends, and friends become the enemies of your friends, and my brain stopped work, but all you need to know is that Chewie and Rapid are here today! Hey! And we are playing a super big battle of Alpha Legion and Chaos Knights versus Black Templars, Renegades, and Blood Angels. Welcome to another ruined sector of Brobna, or as it's called today, the Font of the Resplendent Jelly, because this is, of course, now the Goo Factory has become a superstar of this format. So what we've done is we've now turned it into its own religion, a church of goo right here. So as you can see, people would go down this path to sort of be blessed by the font of delicious, miraculous goo over here. They would arrive on the train over here and maybe take a little stop in Scraptown over here, where there's been a sort of uprising, recent memory, but that's fine. It's all sort of fallen to disrepair, but there is a lot to fight for today, because in terms of the narrative of this story, the Black Templars, the Renegade chapter that is controlled by Chewie, they have been sort of getting a lot of attention, wouldn't you say? There's been a fan group sort of swelling in this area. A lot of people still going around. Brother Eli definitely looks a little bit like this fallen statue over here. So a pseudo-religion has sort of been built up in his honour. And Eli wants to go and check out his new fans and make sure that there's no psychers in there, because one thing that they cannot stand in the Brotherhood of Martyrs is psychers of any kind. They shoot them dead. So he's come to check this out. But it's also drawn the attention of the Blood Angels, who are thinking to themselves, well, hold on a minute now. There's only one person that we should be worshipping, and that is the God Emperor himself. So we're going to go and have a quick word with Brother Eli, make sure that he's keeping things square. Now, obviously, while this is going on, the Alpha Legion have been seeding their sleeper agents within the commune of people who live in Scraptown over here, and this has allowed them to sort of create turmoil within the Goo Factory itself, meaning that everyone is coalescing to this point, and wouldn't you know it, the Purge, aka my Chaos Knights, have arrived to basically stomp in anyone who gets in their way. It is going to be a super free-for-all right now as we try and battle for supremacy, and of course, delicious goo. Oh, here is our combined Chaos forces, Alpha Legion and Chaos Knights. There is a lot of big stompy boys on the table today and a lot of heavy armor. But we will start with the Chaos Knights. It's the first time that I'm running them here on the channel, so hopefully they don't suck and or die. I am running 1,000 points of Chaos Knights. I've got a Rampager over on the back right, who's got a relic that allows him a 4-up ranged invulnerable save and a 6-up melee invulnerable save as well. He's got a Warp Strike Claw and the huge Reaper Chain Talon over there, which is very, very devastating. And on the left, we have my Warlord, who is an Abominant, who is very spicy indeed. He's got his Warlord trait is the one that minuses leadership and makes opponents roll 3d6 and discard the lowest in order to try and force morale checks. And also he's got Soul Raptor Swarm as his relic, which means that he has a 4-up shrug for mortal wounds, and each model that flees within dread range of 12 inches of him, he regenerates a wound, so he's very tough to kill. He's also been blessed by the Dark Gods, which means that opponents cannot roll hits, wounds, or damage rolls against him, and if he gets his favour off, which means he has to kill a certain amount of models in order to unlock that boon from the Chaos Gods, he will also have baked-in transhuman as well, therefore cannot be wounded on anything less than a 4. He is sticking around. His 2 psychic spells that he's got, one of them provides a 5-up Feel No Pain Shrug and a 6-up Feel No Pain Shrug for war dogs around him if he gets the casting off on an 8 or higher, and the other one does I think it's the one that minuses leadership, because I'm trying to force a lot of leadership checks with these boys over here. I'm running House Herpatrax, which means that every single one of these guys, he gets an extra 4 wounds, he gets an extra 4 wounds, and he gets an extra 2 wounds over there. So yeah, my War Dog is just kitted out as a carnivore, so he's got a Slaughter Claw and a little big chainsaw as well. Isn't he cute? So that is my 1,000 points army on the nose, and Beanie is supplementing them with some Alpha Legion.
Yes.
Ooh, who have we got here today?
So I've got my Disco Lord, who is the Warlord. He has the relic, the Gorget of Hate, so it gives him a 4-up invul, and he has some kind of charging mortal wounds shenanigans. His Warlord trait is clandestine, so he has baked-in transhuman.
Oh.
And again, There's another side rule, which I will remember when it comes up.
Yep.
And then with him, I have 9 legionaries
Nice.
who are riding around in a rhino.
Ooh,
Yeah,
there it is.
Yeah, and to go with that, in the fast attack, we have a venom crawler.
Love it.
Heavy support, we've got a predator with the 4 las cannons, 2 of them being soul shattery.
My soul.
Yes, and then a defiler. Death Grab for Cutie is here with a Reaper autocannon, a Power Scourge, booby cannon, and his claws.
He is devastating, and we know him and love him well. So that is 2,000 points of chaos on the nose, and trust me, they are here to rumble. But now we're going to go over to the Imperium side of the table, where Chewie is going to tell us a story about his Brotherhood of Martyrs. So here we are with the allied Imperium forces that we're going up against today. So, Chewie, why don't you tell us a tale of your custom chapter over here?
Okay, so Brotherhood of Martyrs, they follow the Codex of Black Templars, because Black Templars hate Psychers, but they really hate Psychers.
Yep.
Now, and the reason why they are renegade is that when they have been fighting alongside Loyalists, Psychers tend to go missing or wind up dead.
Yeah, it's funny that, isn't it? There seems to always be a few psychic bodies around where they've been operating.
Yeah.
I wonder how the connection fits there.
Yeah, so the person in charge of the Brotherhood of Martyrs is Master of Sanctity, Brother Chaplain Eli, who's playing today. And so he usually goes around civilizations and just goes, follow me, or follow the Emperor more, because he's always for the Emperor.
Yep.
Emperor's always the way to go.
Yep.
And so lots of people come to his cause, and all these Marines are usually from other chapters and have had to score down their armour to silver and paint the blood on their paint the red, which signifies the blood of the martyrs.
Yeah, because you were saying that in order to join them, they have to forego all of their previous chapter legions and then grind all the liveries off of their armour using their own bare knuckles, hence why they're red to signify the blood that they've lost in order to join.
Yes, and then the gold represents the Emperor.
Yes, very nice indeed. Now, I wonder if their sort of like hatred of Psychers is going to play havoc with the sort of list that Rapids bring here, because there are some librarians and psychic powers going on there, but I'm sure that won't come into play, right? No.
I mean, Brother Chaplain Eli can taste.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm not happy. There's a taste in the air. He's like,
yeah, he's sniffing. He's sniffing.
I'm not happy with this.
So he's going to be your warlord, I take it, Brother Eli. And what's his relics and warlord traits
So
that
he's got the Benediction of Fury.
Nice. So he's a super sort of combat prowess.
So Breachy stick. He's got Paragon of Fury.
Ooh.
Which is his warlord trait, which is add 1 to his strength.
Yep.
Okay, and then basically on a charge move, any enemy unit within engagement range on a 5+ suffers a mortal wound.
Oh, that's very cool. I like that a lot. Nice.
And he's got some of Remorseless Persecution, so he selects a unit. That unit, when hitting an enemy, reroll 6s on wounds are mortal wounds in addition.
Very nice
And
indeed.
he's also got Fists of Devotion, which is an extra attack.
Very cool. So he is an absolute beat stick in combat, and he's got quite a bit of support here, because I can see you've got 6 Blade Guard vets over here as well.
Yeah, so the Blade Guard vets, one of the sergeant is Champion of the Feast.
So extra sort of attack and weapon skill improved by 1 as well, isn't it?
And
And a wound.
Oh, and a wound.
And he's got Bones of Mordred.
Oh, very nice. And that does
That's
what?
the same. 6 is to 6 is on wound, additional.
Yeah.
As well as
Oh, very nice. Okay, so we have lots of like punchy combat on that side, and then you've got a big blob of assault intercessors.
Yeah, so they've see what you get. What you see is what you get.
Very nice.
The Power Fist is a relic.
Is it the Fist of Balthus?
Yes.
Yeah, we love that on this channel.
Yeah, so obviously with Black Templars they can take additional relics. That
Yes, they can.
affect, stratagems.
Very cool. And then you've got not 1, not 2, not 4, but 3 ATVs over here.
Yeah, as 1 fast attack unit.
Blimey.
And so with multi-melters. So again, what you see is what you get.
I mean, I knew that you were bringing the heat, but I didn't think you meant it this literally, mate. That is a lot of firepower and a lot of fast attack options there as well, because they are hard to put down, because it's just like they can maneuver in and out all of the ruins and just blast you apart.
Yes.
And speaking of blasting apart, you've got a... What is this? This is a Gladiator, I see.
It's a Valiant, yes. So
Blimey.
it's a heavy hitting one. So it's got the multi-melters, it's got the las talons, it's got auto launchers, so smoke screen can be worked, and a little stubber just to make it look
Why not?
pretty.
Yeah, why not, eh?
With all this large booms, this little
Now, I'm going to ask you the question, Chewie, and you know what it's going to be. Is this 1,000 points on the nose?
It is indeed.
Oh, no.
Mine isn't.
Oh, no, we're going
lost.
to lose. We're going to lose this. Oh, okay, but it's okay, because hopefully Rapid will let us down now, and he's not going to be 1,000 points on the nose. Yeah, he's shaking his head. He's not going to. So why don't you come over here and tell us about your lovely Blood Angels. So, Rapid, tell us more about the saucy Blood Angels that you've got here.
Okay, so to start off, left-hand side is my Sanguinary Priest.
Oh, lovely boy.
He
Yep.
is my Warlord.
Yep.
He's got Chief Apothecary ability, and also he's got Selfish Healer, so he can do the healings twice.
Oh, very
Up to 3
nice.
wounds. He's got a jump pack for the spicy bumps and round shenanigans, and also Teeth of Terror, which is the nice upgraded.
that's really
chainsaw.
nasty,
So
that
if you
one.
Come at him, he's gonna, he might try and do that.
Very nice. And then we've got this library.
Heresy grows from idleness.
What the hell just happened? It looks like Rapid's librarian has been shot. Who shot him? Chewie, come on.
Sorry, yeah. Yeah.
We were warned that they hate Psychers that much, and it looks like your HQ choice has actually been killed before the battle has started. What are you going to do about this, Rapid?
Well, I had a little cunning plan.
Okay.
Someone sensed it.
Oh,
Yeah, boy.
that's Mephisto. Oh, okay, fair enough. He's joining the party, is he?
He is.
Fantastic stuff. So, has he got any sort of like special traits or anything that we need to know about?
No, he's coming in a bit light today.
Okay.
He was in a bit of a rush because he saw this coming.
Yeah, fair enough.
But he does have the Shield of Sanguinius and the Wings of Sanguinius.
Ooh,
So
okay.
he gets to fly as 12 inches, and the shield will put a 5-inch bubble
Oh, that's very cool.
over some units.
And speaking of Wings of Fury, looks like we've got quite a fair few Sanguinary Guard over here, mate.
Yes. So there's 2 squads of 4 Sanguinary Guard, and they're just taking the swords and the bolters. So they're all they're not WYSIWYG,
Yeah.
but they're all just taking the basics.
Very punchy. You've got some Blade Guards over here as well.
Squad of 3 Blade Guard, yes.
Nice. Anything special about them that you can do, or is it just
No, they're just all Borgo.
fair enough? And then at the back?
A squad of 5 Assault Primaris.
Ooh, very nice indeed. And then we also have a big chunky boy.
That's the Redemptor. He's got the plasma.
The macro
cannon.
incinerator.
That's the one.
Nice,
and then
man.
He's got the underslung assault cannon then as well.
Oh, lovely stuff.
And the nipple bolters.
Yeah, the booby bolters.
The booby bolters.
And then we've got an attack bike over
An
here,
old
which
school attack bike here, yeah, who's got a nice melter on there to try and, hurt
Nothing.
some,
I'm
hurt
not
some-
gonna lie.
hurt some armour.
Like, in terms of the sheer offensive melter power that you guys are putting out here, there's quite a lot of damage output, and we've got quite a lot of heavy armor, which would be very useful against that. So there we go. That is how many points, Rapid?
996.
Yay! 996. Hey, we're drawing on the who wins before the battle starts on points. So there we go. That is the Imperium combined forces for today, because obviously they've got their own plans going forward on their own narrative, versus the allied forces of chaos. Let's get some stuff deployed, and then we'll draw our Tempest of War cards and get the battle started. Before the battle starts, Chewie is saying that this is going to be his vow. Uphold the honor of the Emperor, which means that all of his models have a 5-up invulnerable save, and they have a mini transhuman, which means that 1 and 2s to wound always fail. But they do not gain the benefits of light cover, or any cover in general. But anyway, let's get to deploying. Let's draw today's objectives, deployment, and special mission twist. So the primary mission today, my friends, is direct assault. So we start scoring in the second round, and you score 4 victory points for each of the following conditions you satisfy. You control 1 or more objective markers, you control 2 or more than your opponent. So classic sort of rules on that one here. And in every battle round, at the end of each player's turn, the player whose turn it is scores 2 victory points if they satisfy one of the following conditions, or 3 victory points if they satisfy both. You control at least 1 objective marker that you didn't control at the start of the turn. They destroyed at least 1 enemy unit that was in range of an objective marker at the start of their turn. So basically, crush, kill, destroy. The classics. The deployment today is going to be, hammer and anvil. So we're actually going from Goo to Scraptown over here, which is going to be quite interesting. And the mission twist is going to be Delayed reserves. In this mission, until the start of the third battle round, each time a strategic reserve or reinforcement unit from the army wishes to arrive, you have to roll a dice. On a 1, adding 1 to the results if it is the third battle round. On a 3+, the unit arrives as normal. Otherwise, you do not get to deploy that unit. So strategic reserves now have a bit of a gamble, so we have to think carefully about whether or not we're putting them in there. Obviously, that does not apply to deep strike, but still, if they do want to put anything on the sly or outflanking, then it will still apply. Okay, so that's the mission we're playing today, and let's get the armies set up. So here we are after deployment, and as you can see, there is a lot of spice this side of the battlefield. Beanie and I have chosen not to deploy anything in the sky or in strategic reserves, and instead everything is on the table ready to throw down. You've got your boys, the legionaries, inside the Rhino over here, the Venom Crawler supported by the Lord Discordant and Death Crab for QT, and I have put all 3, that's right, 3 of my models onto the table, and I've just gone right up to our deployment edge and just going to storm forward. With knights, you can't play it safe or subtle, so you might as well go straight balls to the wall and hope for the best. Over on the other side, the Sanguinary Guard have grouped up around Mephiston, and the Dreadnought with the support of the Attack Bike, and the Gladiator potentially looking at Mephiston just to make sure that he doesn't cast any psychic powers in his presence. But obviously will turn fire towards the War Dog and the exposed Ravager over there. The Assault Marines are ready to push forward and make sure that they hold the home field objective, I assume is what they're going to be going for. And over here, we've got the ATV squad is ready to push forward into the centre to light up these unholy abominations with the liquid hot justice that is their brand of fervent belief. On the other side, we've got the Blade Guard Vet that are going to push forward, and actually just taking a look at it, no one's put anything in the sky on this side of the battlefield at all, and
Nobody wanted this.
Yeah, the delayed reserves thing is a bit of a worry, so we've kind of like gotten around the mission rule by kind of going against it, but all we've got to do is crush, kill, destroy. So we're going to roll for turn 1 and start kicking things off. But before we do, remember, if you'd like to support the channel further, then remember you can click the link below and join our Discord, where you can chat to us on the reg and also be kept up to date with all of our streams and other videos that we produce. And don't forget, you can follow everyone who is appearing in this video here on their social medias. If you like what you see, then consider us giving us a like, share, subscribe, do all that lovely stuff. It really helps the channel. Big love to you. Now let's get kicking some heads in.
For the glory of the Imperium.
Look at all the movement the Chaos Knights have not done because we didn't win the roll-off. Uh-oh. So obviously that means the Imperium forces are starting to surge forward. The Gladiator, supported by the heavy macro plasma cannon wielding Dreadnought, all pushing forward, as have all of the ATVs into the centre of the board. That is going to be 4 multi-melter shots at either one of my Knights over here, and that's going to sting. The Blade Guard have moved forward over to the well so that they can draw from it the liquid Viva Aqua of life, and that's basically been it for the movement phase. In the psychic phase, both Rapid and Chewie had a big discussion over the fact that the Brotherhood of Martyrs, they obviously detest psychic abilities. So Chewie was even saying that he might even use Abhor the Witch to make sure that no psychic powers could get off his vicinity, including his own. So they have said that Brother Eli over here is going to be the person that says, no, it's only if you're within 12 inches or so of me. So we're free to cast spells over here. Sanguinius can go ahead and, Mephiston can go ahead and start...
Too soon.
I know, sorry lads, never over it.
Don't cry, Rabbit.
Okay,
He's
so
not dead, he's just having a sleep.
Well, some of them might think they're sanguineous at some point.
At some point, yeah.
so do you want to cast some psychic powers, my friends?
Yes, can I do Shield of Sanguinus on that? So that will give it a 5-up invuln.
5-up invuln on him if it goes off on a?
6.
It does not go off. Not worth the CP. The range, I've no ranged over this side of the board.
That's fine. Then.
Yep.
Okay, and then he's going to put wings on himself, so I need a 6 as well.
No psychic powers go off there. Maybe Brother Eli is muttering a few things under his voice here to try and stop these powers from going off. Winds of the Warp. More of a wet fart for you this time round. So, that's been the psychic phase. Time for the most devastating, the shooting phase. Do you want to just kick things off with the big boys, or do you want to lead up to this as the main event?
Let's lead up.
Okay, yeah, just in case.
That's your warlord, isn't it?
This guy over here is the warlord. Yeah. Jonathan Crow over there. So...
Elephant Boy.
So in terms of shooting, you've got the Gladiator and you've got the Macroplasma over here. So would you want to start with the Gladiator, Valiant?
Yeah, that's coming onto your War Dog.
It's the War Dog. I'm not going to pay for Diabolic Bulwark. I'm just going to see how this rolls out. So how many shots?
4 for the Talon.
Okay, here we go. Okay, so 3 big hits. Strength of the Talon is?
9.
Okay, so it'll be 3's to wound. Okay, so 2 wounds coming in at minus.
It'd be -4 because of...
Down to -3. So it'll be 5 up invulnerables for my ionic shields that I've got on there. And I make 1, fail 1. What is the damage of this? 2. Absolutely fine with that. That basically removes the 2 that he gets at the beginning of the battle anyway. So he's on his full wound bracket because of my house.
Melter shots.
Melter shots from it as well. Ooh, all hit. That's devastating. That's good.
All hits.
Yep, and wounding on 3s again. 2 more wounds. AP.
I'm going to re-roll one of those.
Okay, sure.
That
Okay,
was a waste.
so that is 2 more saves of 5 up against this.
Yep.
Will I make it? I do not know with this one. It landed in the pile. I failed 1 already. Ooh, I'm going to CP one of these, I feel, just to keep him alive. Oh, I did not keep him alive, so it's 2d6. Okay, so he's 7, so he's down to half strength now. Ouchie! Stubbock's going in as well, same target, no wounds. Oh, so the Macroplas and the Storm Bolter, same target into the War Doggy. Okay, right, so here we go.
So it's heavy D6 shots.
For 2.
This never
Move this over here, I think.
Never.
Okay, so hitting on.
3s.
Ooh, double 1s. That is not good. That is not good at
Just
all.
gonna stamp on those
Yep,
dice.
okay, and then the Storm Bolter.
Which will be 4
rapid
shots in
fire.
this range.
Yep. Choop, choop,
Oh,
choo.
actually, don't Dreadnoughts always get Bolter Discipline?
No.
Terminators and...
So is it 3 hits?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, and then it's wounding on 5s, I want to say.
Yeah.
Nice though, mate.
Oh.
2 AP minus on that.
0.
0, yeah.
Okay, so 3 up saves for the War Dog. Fails 1. Ooh, fails both. I guess there's another 2 wounds shaved
Down to
off.
5.
Big gun is
Down to
your,
5.
Is your onslaught cannon in range? It's 18, isn't it?
It's 18. yeah.
Unfortunately,
No,
that will be
that's-
out of
it's-
there because that would bang on
That's
24.
yeah.
Yeah, they're both pretty much on the cusp.
So the
Yeah,
War Dog
two-
has been battered and bruised, but he is still not broken, which is good for me. So
I'm
moving
surprised.
on to the main event, I would say, is going to be these guys over here. So do you want to kick things off with your plasma? Your melter.
Yes, it's trying to be
Are you within 12 inches? Are you going to get the D6? Do you or not? So I'm going to pay, depending on who you shoot, actually, who you're nominating.
What are we thinking? Should we go for?
Go for Mr. Arrogant Man in the middle there.
Okay, so the Elephant Man is being targeted, and I am going to pay the last 2 CP that I've got for the Diabolic Bulwark, which means that I've got a 4-up invulnerable person now.
Okay, so 2 shots hitting on 3s.
Here we go. Okay, so 2 big hits. These will be wounding on, what strength are this?
8.
So 4s. Okay, 1 wound coming in at 4-up invulnerable, which he makes. Now it's on to Chewies.
What about your bolters?
It's got bolters.
Oh, yeah,
twin
okay.
bolt shots.
So
Twin
4
bolters.
shots, 4 shots.
Nice.
He turns up with the bolters.
And not so nice.
Okay.
Okay, now it's time for the 3 ATVs to do their damage, where the damage needs to be done.
Come on.
All of these hitting on 3s. Oh, okay, I've escaped over half. That's good.
Ooh.
And then these are going to be wounding on 4s.
Yeah.
I have escaped justice. Only 1 gets through,
And
and
4.
I did get the 2 there, so it's going to be D6. Oh, only for the 1! He is on 29 wounds, and he has survived the brunt of the heaviest attack that the Imperium has to offer,
Shoot some bolters up.
which I'm going to laugh at right now. Hitting on 3s with the bolters. Lovely stuff.
3.
3
Take
through AP 0, so it's going to be 3 ups to make. Can I do it? I can indeed. None go through there. The Warlord stands tall, his tusks gleaming with pride. So here we are at the end of the turn because there is no charges to be made, but the guys score 1 straight away for extend battle lines, which I have a copy of right here, which means that they have to go into the centre and hold 1 in no man's land and 1 over in their own territory, which they do. I should also explain, I should have said this at the beginning of the turn, we drew a tempting target, those guys nominated the middle objective there, extend battle lines, which is, as I've just said, and overwhelming firepower, we have to kill things with ranged attacks, and they got blood and guts, no prisoners, and extend battle lines over there, which is very spicy indeed. So they score 5 victory points at the end of turn 1, but now it is time for the Armoured Fist of Chaos!
Die, loyalist scum!
With the screech of heretical machinery, all of the allied forces of chaos have pushed forward, except for the War Dog over here, who has gone back to claim this objective. Somebody needed to draw the straw here, and he definitely drew it by having half of his face nearly punched off by Laz and Melter Fire. So the Warlord over here, the Abominant, has stormed forward, and he's going to declare Well, hopefully a lot of these people here will feed his soul engine, and the Rampager is looking to join the fight on this side as well. We know that there is a great big group of punchback over here, but still, it's too delicious a target and worth too many points for us to not go for it straight away. Into the psychic phase now, and we're going to start with... Let's go for a little Winds of the Warp. Now, if this goes off on a 6, I get a 5 up Feel No Pain for my Warlord. So, let's see if this goes off over here. Okay, it goes off on a 7, which isn't an 8, so it doesn't provide the Feel No Pain for that. So, do you want to try and deny that one over here?
Bore the Witch.
Okay, so a Bore the Witch for 1 CP, and if you roll a 4, it does...
Goes, yeah.
It does not. Okay, so Winds of the Warp has gone off on my Warlord over here. And now I think that I'm going to try and cast another bit of a thematic one here. Vortex Terrors. This will minus your leadership by 1 again. And it will also provide a funky little thing of... Each time that you want to shoot or fight, you must pass a dread test. Now, a dread test is unique to the Chaos Knights over here. It's basically like a morale test, but if you fail it, different things other than your model's running happens. Like, you won't be able to shoot, or you'll have to target the closest enemy, or you basically can't perform actions and stuff like that. So let's see if this goes off on a 5. This goes off on a 10. Would you like to try and deny this?
I may as well.
Okay, so Sanguinius, sorry, I keep saying it. Sorry, Mephiston is going to try and deny. I'm not doing it on purpose, I swear, man, I swear.
It's like pushing a blade into my heart every time.
Okay, here we go.
So I need
Okay,
an 11.
On 11. Oh, it's a 10. He tried.
Oh, does he not?
Meets it. Unfortunately, his Psychic Hood is not within range yet, so that means that this power also goes off, and it will be going off onto the ATVs. I want to make sure that they fail their leadership. So that's it for the Psychic phase for me. I'm now going to go into the shooting phase, and we're going to start from the top and work our way down, because I've just got minimal Stubberfire here, apart from the Volkite Combustor. So why don't you do all your shooting over there, my friend? So here we are on the other side of the table, and Beanie is going to fire everything into this Blade Guard Vet squad, because we want to delete the fight back from them, because there is quite a lot of potential of stabbiness coming this way. So, what do you want to start with? The Venom Crawler?
Yeah, so I'm going to start with the Venom Crawler, and...
Remember, he was buffed by the Lord Discordant at the beginning in the command phase.
But that is for melee.
Oh, it's for melee. Okay, fair enough.
Okay, so this will be hitting on 3s.
Ooh, okay.
4 hits.
Strength is 6, isn't
6,
it?
so it'll be 3s to wound.
Oh, that is nice. There is 3 big wounds in there. And do you have any wonton soups for any of these at the moment?
No, because that would have been the 6s on the hits.
Okay, that's fine. Cool. So
3 wounds, -2, so -1.
Okay, so 1 goes through at
2 damage.
2 damage. So 1 is down to 1 wound. Not a bad start. What about the Bale Flamer, or are you going to go for the Defiler next?
Going to go for the Defiler next, because his first 4 shots, and I'm going to pay for Demon Forge on him, so this is going to cost me 1 CP, and he'll now be hitting on 2s.
Oh, very nice
I'm going to
indeed.
go transhuman.
Okay, so you're now putting Transhuman onto
Actually,
this.
no, because I want to put transhuman in then, I think. I'll weather it.
Sure thing. Okay, cool. So,
Okay, so this will be hitting on 2s.
oh, so do these explode because they're heavy?
Yes.
Okay, so you get 2 extra hits back in for the wonton soup.
Okay, so we win on 3s at strength 7.
Oh, that is good. Okay, so there's 3 through at minus.
I think it's -1.
Okay, so it's down to -0 then?
No, because they've got Storm Shields, so
Oh,
they
of
already get
course,
+1, so...
So no 2s.
One's
Ooh,
dead.
how much?
Yes, that kills off the 1.
Yep. Was it just 1 damage a pop?
Yep.
Okay.
And now the Defiler Cannon in his chest is
Okay.
D6 shots.
Ooh, for the big 6. Can he get some exploded?
Yes,
six
maybe,
on this?
let's
Could be
see.
nice. Unfortunately not, but a lot of hits.
2
Every
hits
single
level.
one hits, and it's strength.
Strength 8, so it's 2s to wound.
2s to wound, my friend. Oh, look at that, squeezing them through on
Okay,
those
so that's
2s.
5 at -2.
So this will be down to...
His 4 up.
Okay, so
5
4 up
4-ups.
shields. Ooh, that's not good, because that's...
I think it's... let me check. I think it might actually be flat 3.
Fortunately, these are flat 3, so Chewie is re-rolling 1 with 1 CP, and unfortunately not, so that is 4 dead, 1
So there's
straight
1
away.
left.
Ouch. But he's on full wounds, at least. And that's it for his shooting, is it?
Yeah, that's the hit for his shooting. Where is the measuring stick?
Are you going for the Bale Flamer to see who we can shoot at? Because are you thinking of going for Eli?
Yeah, I'm thinking of going for Eli.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
Yep, so he's going to do the Bale Flamer going through into Eli over there.
So-
However, remember we get 1 point if we kill a unit straight away, dead in ranged, and we need that for our secondaries. I know that there's a chance that you may kill him.
Okay,
You've got a lot
I'll
of...
shoot the Blade Guard. if
Yeah,
you prefer.
I just think that we've got a lot going into charge against Eli, so it should be okay.
So D6 +2 for the Bale Flamer.
Nice,
For
6.
6.
Very
So
nice.
this will be wounding on 3s.
Okay.
You got transhuman.
No, he's saving that for there.
Okay,
So this is 5 at -2.
Okay, so down to -1, is that correct? Because of Armour of Contempt.
No,
and
Armour of
then-
Contempt doesn't apply to
No,
people who have
it's
storm
storm shields.
shields.
Oh, of course not. Oh, yeah. Okay,
How
so
many was it? So 5.
5.
here we go. Unfortunately, there's because it's 2 damage a pop, so
Yeah.
that is the full Blade Guard Vet squad eliminated, and 1 point for us for the overwhelming firepower. Very nice indeed. Is that all of the shooting done over here?
Yeah, for me, I'm done over there because I can't see anyone else.
Perfect. Okay, I'm going to go for the Volkite Combustor over here, and I'm going to fire it into the ATV squad because I want to weaken up them as much as possible. So I'll get some dice and I'll be right back. Okay, so the Super Volkite going into these ATVs. Are you paying for transhuman now?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is transhuman onto these boys here. These are going to be hitting on 3s to begin with. We drop 2, but we get 4 through. Now this will be wounding on 4s now, despite being strength 10, but 6s will do a flat 3 mortal wounds. And we get 6 mortal wounds through on that one there, and 3 regular saves. It would be AP -1, but it's AP 0 because of Armour of Contempt. So 3 up saves, is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so 3 up saves, let's see him. Ooh, okay, so in total you'll be taking 9 wounds, 6 of them are mortals, so it will kill 1 ATV.
I've got Black Templar.
Oh yeah, okay.
5 up,
So let's
5
do
up
so
on.
yeah, so let's do the 6 ups. Sorry, 5 ups for this.
5 ups. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, so what are we looking at then? We're looking at 6 mortal wounds. 6 wounds in total to go
so you've
through.
got 2 left.
Not bad at all for that. And then it's going to be the heavy stubber going into the same group, hitting on 3s. It's 3 hits. Strength 5 versus toughness 5. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, so 4 to wound. 1 wound coming in, no AP.
Fine.
Okay, fine. And then the stubber over on the Rampager, going in against that attack bike over there to try and weaken him up a little bit. Why not? Oh, I just dropped one down there somewhere.
No, it landed on the table.
Oh, it's over here. Okay, so 4 hits, and then it's strength 5 versus toughness 5, isn't it? So we get 3 wounds in at AP 0. So 3 up saves, rapid to make on your attack bike. Huzzah! He made them all with gusto.
Nice.
Very nice indeed. That is all of my firepower except for the stubber from this guy going into the ATV at the back. Now he is wounded, so I just need to see what he's bracketed at. So the Carnivore is hitting on 4s going down into the ATVs. And he hits 2 times.
Hey, nice one, Carnivore.
Wounding on 4s. It's 1 wound, no AP. And nothing there. So that is all the shooting from my army done. Not a bad amount
I
of
got my
wounds.
Predator to do.
Oh yes, the Predator. He blends so well into the boxes over here that I didn't notice. So the Dreadnought is the target today. So it is the 2 sponsons first.
Yep.
1 hit. We'll go through the full wound thing of them. So 1 wound to make.
Oh, sorry.
So wounding on 3s. It's a big wound. AP minus
3.
3. So this will be your 6 ups then. He has not made it, so it's D6 damage for the first sponson, for 3 in total. Now for the soul... Oh yeah, because it's minus 1. So 2 wounds done from there, and now it's the soul shatter cannon hitting on 3s. 1 hit. Is it worth a CP?
Yes.
It's seeing it being CP'd. It just about squeaked through the hit. Okay, so wounding. 1 wound coming in.
Again, minus 3.
It has not been made, so it's D6 plus 2
It
or
is.
D6 plus 1 in this
You would
case.
have made it if you saved with a 5.
He got a 1.
Oh, then no.
Yep. So it is 4
5.
in total because of minus 1 there. So 4 more wounds onto the Dreadnought. Here we are after the charge phase, and as you can see, it's been moderately successful. We've managed to get in the Abominant against the ATVs and the attack bikes, but the Rampager failed even with a reroll to get in. He just was shy of that. Over there, Brother Eli is now staring down the tentacled barrel of a Venom Crawler, but unfortunately, the Lord Discordant and the Defiler did not get through because it was the fact that they're blocking each other because they're trying to like squeeze through the same...
After you. Oh, no, after you.
The Mr. Burns health program. So that's going to basically be the combat today. Now we realise that Brother Eli is a bit of a beat stick, so what we're going to do is fight first with the Venom Crawler and then go over here because paying to interrupt with that probably isn't going to be worthwhile for them. So over to the other side of the table. Lord Chewie has paid 1 CP for transhuman, meaning that Brother Eli is going to be only wounded on a 4, so let's see if the Venom Crawler can get in.
Because he corrupted his machine spirit, so he'll be now hitting on 2s in melee for this turn. That's what I did in the command phase.
Spicy.
So 6 attacks, hitting on 2s.
No 6s to explode though, and unfortunately we dropped 2.
But it would have been more.
And now these are going to be wounding
On
on
4s.
Whoa, 3 through at -2.
-3.
-3 down to -2.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go, 4 ups.
New fours.
Okay, so 2 go through at.
So it's 4 damage.
Okay, so
Right,
he's still.
I'm going to re-roll.
I'm paying 1 CP to reroll. No, unfortunately, so he takes 4 damage, but that is the end of the combat over here. Probably no point you paying to interrupt at the moment because, like we said over there. So back to the other side of the table. Okay, so my warlord is now stepping up to the plate, and first he's going to strike with his big electro scourge. And now this is normally 3 attacks, but you make 3 hit rolls for every attack you make with him. And because he's an iconoclast household, when he charges, he gets the aversion of shock assault, meaning that he gets 12 attacks coming in. It's going to be strength 8, -2 or 3, and extra AP because he made the charge. And it is, I believe, 3 damage apiece. Let's just double check on the. It is. Oh, sorry, 2. 3 damage. Yeah,
apiece.
3 damage apiece. So we're going into the ATVs, all of them. So you've already paid for transhuman over there, so you can't use it here. Right. So these will be hitting on 3s. We drop 2. And now these will be strength. What's the strength of my? Is it user?
1.
Okay, so 8's on 5, so 3s. Oh, that's not too good.
That one as well.
Okay, cool. So we've got 5 to make at -3 normally, correct?
-2 down to -3 now because of your thing.
Yep. So it's up to -2 up to -3 back down to -2. So you're up on 5 up saves with these ones here.
How many rolls, sorry?
5 of them, and each one of them is 3 damage apiece. Ooh, that's good. That is good. That is good.
So 1 dead.
1 was already on 2 wounds, so he's dead, and then the other one is 3, so that's another 9 wounds coming in. So another one is dead.
Dead and 1's on 7.
No, that one was already on 2, so he's dead from the first one, and then he took another 9 wounds, didn't he? Yeah, so he's nothing carries over to him.
No, so that's what I'm saying. He's what, fine. Yeah.
Yep, he's fine. And now the Bale Mace, which is his tail, that he's going to swing right into your face here for D3 extra attacks for the big 3. He's hitting on 3s again. So it's all hits. This again is strength 8, so this will be wounding on 3s. Ooh, no wounds there, and nothing that I can re-roll, so that is 2 of them dead, but that's all of the attacks done. Would you like to fight back with both of your attack bikes? 3 attacks hitting on 3s. Whoa, they all hit!
I didn't expect that.
How could they miss?
Yeah. And then what's the strength of this? It's going to be winning on 5s, isn't it?
Yeah, right. Well, he's tough to 8, isn't he?
Oh, were they strength 4?
He's strength 4.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
that's
6s, here we go. They got a wound through. AP, nothing, so it's a 3-up save. He does take wound. However, he does have a 5-up feel no pay for the Winds of the Warp, which he then laughs away, playing with them. Okay, so now it's the ATV coming in against the Warlord.
5 attacks.
5 attacks? Blimey.
4 base.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, because they can fight when they're
Yeah, exactly.
piloting a bike.
Yeah, hitting on 3s. Okay, so 3 big hits. Wounding on 6s, I imagine.
Yeah.
Okay, 1 wound through. Let's see if he makes the save again. He does make the save, so no damage taken there. So, at the end of combat... Oh, wait. Brother Eli. So we're on to the other side of the table again. So, at the beginning of the combat with Brother Eli, Infernal Engine being popped off by Beanie, so it reduces all of the damage by 1 coming in against his Venom Crawler. So, it's how many attacks?
5.
5 attacks hitting on 2s.
Re-rolling because of listening.
Oh, blimey. Okay, so all hits. Does the 6s auto wound or something like that?
That's on the wounds.
Oh, that's on the wounds. Okay, cool. Right, so that's another mortal wound on top of
2 mortal wounds.
Ouch.
In addition.
Yeah.
And his strength. That won't be that.
Yeah, so it's 3.
Okay, so is it up to his demonic saves because of all the minuses that are there? He's on 3 normally, and what's the minus of the?
So it'll be -2 down to -1, I believe, is the benediction of fury. So
Okay.
it'll be 4s.
So 4 ups. Here we go. Okay, so 2 saved, 1 goes through, and how much damage is it normally?
3.
So 3
down to 2. So
and
he's taken, with the additional mortals,
4.
he's taken 4, just like you took 4.
Yeah.
So 4 mortal wounds. That has been an equal battle over there. But that is how the cookie crumbles on that side. Now, over here, we've got some interesting morale to take, haven't we? Because of the fact that, because of my Warlord's trait, and because of the extra spell that I got off, and the fact that you're within dread range, you're looking at some minuses to your leadership, and you've lost 2 already. So we're going to find out what you need to roll, and then we'll be right back. With all of the leadership shenanigans combined, Chewie needs to roll a 3 or under in order to survive running away with the ATVs. So, and it's rolling 2d6 and discarding the lowest. Unfortunately, the ATV has run, which means I now control that objective, and because he ran, I regenerate 1 wound. Fantastic, the Soul Raptor Swarm coming into play. So at the end of that, it means that we control the objective in the center, also meaning that we secure a tempting target and extend battle lines. So that means that we're ending turn 1 with 10 victory points right here. Overwhelming firepower, we're going to obviously keep going, and at the end of each player's turn, the player whose turn it is scores 2 victory points if you satisfy that. We control at least one objective marker that they did not control at the start of the turn, and they destroyed at least one enemy unit that was in range of an objective marker at the start of the turn. So we get the full 3 points for the secondary there. You would also get the 2 victory points, I would assume, because that was under nobody's control. Therefore, you didn't control it, and you did at the end of your turn. So the scores are looking a bit like...
We are the Emperor's chosen.
So here we are after the Imperium turn 2 movement, and a lot of shifting has happened. The attack bike has fallen back out of combat because Rapid has a stratagem that allows him to fall back and shoot, so that'd be great. And this Sanguinary Guard have moved in with support from the Blade Guard vets to take down this giant monster. Now, I have just remembered that he has killed enough of the opposing team in order to unlock his favour of the Dark Gods, which means that he now has effectively transhuman baked in. So this guy here, you can never reroll the hits, wounds or damage, and he only is wounded on a 4. He is a big stompy boy indeed. Rapid has moved the Redemptor Dread forward in order to do a charge against this Rampager, and Mephiston has moved up as well so that he can cast some spells to empower him in order to make sure that the damage is done where needed to be. Apart from that, the Valiant is staying put. Brother Eli is supported by his Assault Intercessor friends, and it looks like if this is a good round of combat, you may be able to wipe out 1, 2, 3 huge threats on the board, which is going to impact us significantly. So, moving into the Psychic phase, and you guys have an easier chord at the moment still, but hopefully this will not be an issue. So,
hear it, but
he's just like,
more problems.
he needs to deal with stuff in there. So, what are you going to be casting with Mephiston?
Right, okay, so I'm going to do Wings of Sanguinius.
Okay.
So hopefully that'll mean he'll get a 12-inch move.
Okay, so this goes off on it?
On a 6.
Okay. 5. No, it does not go off.
I'm going to pay CP for
So a
that.
CP to re-roll this one here. And that is a
6.
A 6. I'm going to use one of my denies with my Abominance to see if I can beat that, because I feel like I do beat that, I'm afraid, with a 7, so I deny your power there.
Okay, so then Unleash Rage is going on to the Dreadnought, which hopefully means
Exploding 6s in combat.
6s, I'm going to throw those dice away.
And what does this go off on?
This goes off on a 6 as well.
Okay, here we go. Okay, so I'm just going to double check to see if the Abominant can deny 2, but I'll roll it and then we'll just see what happens if I can or can't. I do deny it if I have the second one. Let me just double check. The Abominant can... he can only deny 1 psychic power, so you got away with it, my friend. The skin of your teeth. Okay, so that means that the Unyielding Rage has gone off on the Redemptor Dread. Okay, so the shooting phase begins now, and what would you like to do? Would you like to light up this horror show right here, or do you want to go in against the Warlord?
Well, yeah, I can start off with the bolters here.
Okay.
4 in range.
They are bolt pistols, though. So 18 inches. Going in against this guy?
Yep.
Sick. Nice. 3 hits. Wounding on 6s.
5. These strength 5, aren't they? The absolvers.
They're not absolvers. They're just regular heavy bolt pistols, aren't they? Yes, it's -1 to AP. So 1. Is that 4?
Yeah.
Nope, that unfortunately does not wound.
Yep. Okay.
Okay, next up.
Okay, let's go for this guy into there then.
He's not bracketed because he's still just 1 wound away from being so. So this is D6 shots with his...
shots from the big gun.
Achoo! Ooh, for 3. That's pretty good.
Okay.
Hitting on 3s.
3s.
Oh, that's very good. And the strength of this is?
I think it's 8, isn't it?
Okay, so 4s to wound. Roll it and then we'll just find out in a sec. There's 2 5s in there, so I would say that
it's wounded, yeah.
Okay, AP on this one
I
is?
think it's -3.
Okay, so this is going to be on his Veil of Midgard, his relic, so it's a 4-up ranged invulnerable save. He does not make either of them, so it is D6 on each one, correct?
No, they're 2 damage each.
Oh, they're 2 damage apiece. Okay, so he has taken 4 damage in total. I'm just going to keep a tracker here because he's going to lose fair amount, I would say, in this bit here. So then his other Iron Hail Stubbers and other bits that he's got.
Yes, so let's go with the Onslaught Gatling Cannon. So
Okay.
8 shots.
Onslaught Gatling Cannon going into the same target.
Hitting on 3s.
Nice, okay.
That's not right there.
Wounding on.
It's strength 5.
So 5s to wound. Whoa!
That fell.
Okay. Okay, so we've got...
And then 1 fell on the floor.
okay, so 2 wounds coming in. AP nothing on this one, I believe.
It's -1.
Oh, it's -1. Okay, so 4 up. I make 1 fail once, so that's another wound, so he's lost 5 so far.
And then is Stormbolter.
Storm Bolt Air going in, 4 shots.
2 of them, so it'll be 8 shots here.
Okay, yeah, sure. So 8 shots coming in. And then wounding on the 6s, because it's strength 4, toughness 8.
Yes. Channel my 6s.
Nada.
I did not channel any of them.
Okay, so that is all of his shooting done.
Yeah.
What about the horror show of the Gladiator? Is he going to go for the Predator, or is he going to go for the big boy?
Well, Predator's kind of out of range.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah. So I guess that's going to be your only target, unless you want to take... Can you even see the... Oh no, he's not obscured, is he? Because he's too tall. So we're focusing fire with the Gladiator going in to the Ravager, or the Rampager, sorry. So it is how many shots with the...
Talons 4.
4 shots with the last hand hit or 3s. Okay, so 2 hits. Strength 8, is that correct?
9.
A 9, so wounding on 3s. Nice, 2 big wounds, so it's 4 up invulnerables. Made 1, failed 1, 4. 3. Okay, so he's lost 8 so far.
So he's on 22 now?
Aye, okay, so then it's the other sides.
The melters.
Melters. Okay, so 2 hits.
4s.
4's the wound. Nada. Okay. So then that's all of the shooting done over this side.
Can I just do Mephiston's plasma pistol?
Yep, okay, is he supercharging it, yeah? Don't do it, Rapid. Don't even think about it.
2 wounds.
Okay, here we go.
Hitting on 2s.
He hits.
Strength 7, so
5s. No wounds. Okay, what about the melter over here? Because we're going to be probably changing target, I assume, to the big boy.
Yes.
And then is it all of the rapid fire from these guys going in against the Warlord as well?
The Angelus Balkans.
Yes. Yeah,
Cool.
they're 2
We'll roll
shots
all of
each.
those off camera because there's a lot of like incidental
film
fire.
it.
Okay, so
Do the melter then.
melter shot. Here we go. So
Come on.
hitting on 3s, 1 hit. Wounding on 4s because it's strength 8 versus toughness 8. Well, I get just a 5 up invulnerable save for that, and I make it with a 6. I'm afraid, my dude. There's no damage done on that one there. So all of the incidental fire, he's just shaking his head. He's not happy. He's not happy about this. Incidental fire into the Warlord, and that looks a little bit like. So all of the incidental fire over here, unfortunately, only resulted in 1 wound against the Warlord. So we're moving over to the other side of the table, and Eli is firing his Absolver Bolt pistol into the Venom Crawler. It hits on 2s, I won't say.
3s.
Oh, 3s?
Yeah. And then a 5.
It's a big wound. Save.
-1.
1 but 0.
Yeah, so
He made it.
the Venom Crawler
Stands
bounces
firm.
it back.
So that's all of the shooting done for this entire army, I believe. So now we move into the delicious charge phase. So we're going to roll some dice, and we'll be right back. So after all of the charges that were declared, pretty much every single person got in, including a super long bomb charge by Mephiston against the Rampager over here. Now, we have discussed this off camera. It makes perfect sense for these assault intercessors to go first in the fight phase because obviously Beanie fights first as defender and may pie off Eli before he has a chance to strike. So we are attacking with the assault intercessors into the Venom Crawler. Any sort of like specific ploys you want to play right now, my man?
It's just, well, I've got Litany's off, so I'm going to do the chainsaws first.
Yep.
And then get the fist in.
Okay, so are you doing any sort of like strats like Gene Wrought Might or anything like that?
No. I want to keep that just in case I do fail.
Because then you can fight twice with
Yeah,
that
yeah,
one.
yeah.
Perfect. Cool. So we're hitting on. Oh wait, is Beanie going to pay anything before this
I
fight?
spend 1 CP for Infernal Machine.
In
No, in fact, I'm not going to
You can't,
bother
'cause
because...
one-
Well, no, it's the Fist of Balthus is 3, isn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah, so
But
it won't actually
to
matter.
be honest, I think he's dead. So.
Cool. So nothing going off in here. So it's a lot of attacks with the chainsaws coming in. We're going to roll them off camera because there's so many of them, and we'll be back with the saves. So 7 attacks found their mark wounded, and that means that Beanie has to make 7 saves of -1 down to minus. Yeah, come around here. -0 now, isn't it? Because of the armor of contempt. So there's 2 wounds that have snuck their way through, bringing it down to 3. So it's still alive, but now the Fist of Balthus is coming in, and it's attacking with how many?
It'll be 5, I think. Let me just count.
Okay, 4 attacks coming in with the Fist of Balthus, hitting on the 3s because it doesn't have the -1.
Re-rolling those
Yep, because of the litanies. No.
What?
Okay, strength
is
8. I want to
He
say
just
yeah.
rolled a 1
So
and a
it's going to
2
be
and a 1 and a 2.
so it's going to be 3's the wound.
He is.
1 wound coming in at -3.
3.
Are you CPing it? Ooh. It does a flat 3 damage, so if this goes through, then it will kill it, but it
I'm going to
is...
save it. And
Okay.
Then, and then if I have to...
You need to fight again if
Yeah.
you need to. Cool, right, so -3, so it's going to be your demonics, isn't it? Which he makes demonics, so he is alive on 3 wounds. you have to do this at the end of the fight phase, don't you? So you have to wait for the Venom Crawler to do what he does best in order to go from that. So we move over here, I assume, because I haven't got any CP to interrupt. So what we're going to do with this one to make it super spicy is we're going to roll all of the Sanguinary Guard together, and we'll be back with the wounds to see how many they get against my Warlord. 13 saves to make of 6 up. Ooh, will I be able to keep my Warlord alive? Looking for 6s.
Whoa,
Ooh.
you got a fair few.
So we've got that many out of the pool. And then these are going to be 2 damage apiece, but they are going to be 5 up, feel no pain shrugged. So let's go through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, there's a lot of saves here to make of 5 ups. Let's see them. Okay,
You made a fair few there.
3, 4 blocks. So I take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 wounds in total, but he stands firm.
Ouchie, ouchie.
So that's all of the Sanguinary Guard gone, and now it's the Blade Guard Vets going to do their attacks, which look a little bit like
this.
So this many of the Blade Guard Vets got through against the Warlord. Let's see if I can get any 6-up saves here. Nada. And how much damage are these apiece? 2 again, so I'm going to be back with the Feel No Pains. This many Feel No Pains. Let's see if we can get some 5s, baby. Okay, so 1.
That's the Coctus dice.
Only 1 so far. No, so it takes 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 wounds. He's still alive.
Is he?
He's
Oh, he
still
got
alive.
17.
He had 17 wounds, baby. So unbelievably, he is alive on 5 wounds. He's feeling very weak, but hopefully the Soul Raptor Swarm will help him regenerate some wounds in a second. Yum, 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 yum. But we go now over to the battle with the Redemptor versus the Rampager. So this is how many attacks?
5 attacks, and 6s are an additional.
Oh yes, because he's got the Unyielding Rage.
Which did not pay off,
Okay,
but he did hit a lot.
So he's got 4 big hits, and this is going to be Strength.
40.
Whoa, okay, so 3s to wounds. Okay, so... Nah.
Could I get +1 to my wounds because of Blood Angels?
Yes, so you will be getting that one through, but that one there will not go through. So it's 3 saves of 6 up because of the Veil of Midgard. Let's see if I can save some of these. Ooh, I did not save them at all. So how much damage is that? D3 plus 3. Okay. Okay.
9 started.
Okay, so how many wounds has
10,
he lost?
11, 12, 13, 14.
So 14 wounds, so that is that gone there. 12, 13, 14. He's down to 8 wounds remaining, but he's still pretty deadly. He's taken a pounding, but he's still alive, and now it's Mephiston. Can he do the 8 wounds that are needed against the Rampager?
Come on, boy.
There is potential.
Okay, so 6 attacks then. He's what? Yep.
Okay, 6 attacks hitting on 2s, I assume?
2s, yeah.
Nice.
It is Strength 10.
Whoa, okay. So it'll be 2s to wounds in this sense because of the
twos.
Blood Angels. Okay, so how much damage do these do apiece?
They do D3 and they are -3.
Oh, very nice indeed. So 6 ups again. Let's see if I can make it 4 attacks that went through, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Cool. I did not make a single one again. So it's how much D3 apiece?
Whoa.
Whoa, easy cheesy. Oh, he is dead. He is very dead.
9,
Yeah, exactly. 1 more wound than needed to bring down the Rampager. He collapses, but does he sexplode? I don't think you can make my ones explode, can you? Because it's enemy, isn't it?
Well, I was just going to
We're going to double check to see if it'd be quite funny if you could. What's the...
Yeah, it's enemy vehicle.
Yeah. So enemy vehicle. So let's see if he does he explode on a 6. Oh, the exact opposite. The exact opposite. So the Rampager is out of there. Bye, friend. So the battle between the Venom Crawler and Eli over here is beginning, and Chewie is paying 1 CP for a transhuman against him. So it is 6 attacks, is that correct?
Yes, and I believe it's still hitting on 2s because...
It hasn't come
it's
back to your command phase yet. Okay, so...
5 hits.
And then it's wounding on 3s.
3s.
Sorry, 4s because of transhuman.
Yep.
Ooh, that worked out. So that's 2 coming through -2.
3.
Oh, okay.
Down to -2.
Yep, -2.
Come on, forwards.
Nada, double 1s.
There's 2 damage a pop, so
So
even
you can't
re-rolling,
save him.
he is dead.
Eli has fallen right now. That is not good. But there is still a lot of fight back for the Assault Intercessors over here. But first, we need to do my Warlord, who's going to try and tank some of these boys in front of him. It's the exact same situation as before, and now we're going to roll some morale after we figured out the shenanigans of what I minus and with my dread range, and we're back with that. Unfortunately, I was not able to force morale on any of these guys here. Boo! And curse them. But obviously, as we move into turn 2 for us, I get some more dread powers, which will hopefully make that a slight easier task. So at the end of that, it means that the boys score 1 for their blood and guts because they destroyed my Ravager, and they score no prisoners because of the fact that I had 30 wounds on my Ravager and they killed him straight away. So, nice one. Now, at the beginning of turn 2, we're going to start scoring points for the objectives. So let's see how things go.
Die, loyalist scum!
So here we are at turn 2 of the Allied Chaos Forces, and I am definitely weakened, only having 10 wounds remaining between my 2 units, but they are still fit and fine fighting machines because they are supported now by the Venom Crawler, the Death Crab for Cutie, and the Lord Discordant that are pushing forward. We started the round scoring the maximum victory points because we had this objective under our control, that one as well, and the one in the middle because I count as 10 models because I am Titanic, and I had more than Rapid did on that point. So we get the maximum 12 going forward on that, and we drew Deploy Teleport Homer. Technically we drew behind enemy lines and paid 1 CP to bin it off. Drew this one. Still awful because of the fact that we've got to go forward and we can't even do that one. And Assassination, where we've got to kill characters or warlords. Now, Beanie fell back out of combat here so that he can free things up for the Lord Discordant and the Defiler. I, on the other hand, fell back over here because I am a super heavy walker, which means I can fall back and charge. I cannot cast psychic powers, though, but I feel like the combined firepower is better for me to fight first than go fight last.
And this poor little bugger doesn't have any friends.
Yeah, no character protection for this guy here if he's
Not
the closest.
from this angle.
Yeah, so there's some shooting that would go down.
Mistakes wound.
A Defiler cannon maybe falling on his box.
Yeah, exactly. I've pushed forward with my Carnivore, and the Predator is holding the back line over here. We're hoping to remove the Redemptor here to make the charge against Mephiston slightly easier and more rewarding
less
for my guy.
terrifying.
Yeah, because I don't really want to have a fight back on that front. So let's go into the psychic phase. There is none for me.
work.
So I'm going to move now into the shooting phase, and I think that we're going to fire the Volkite Combustor into the Blade Guard Vets over here because any 6s for the Mortals will go through and kill 1 each. So I think that's probably the best bet. So let's get 6 dice and do some rolling. And at the start of turn 2, I've moved into Geist Storm, which means that if anyone wants to do a charge or shoot with, they've got to take a dread test in order to do that. So hopefully I'll be able to force people to shoot at the closest target or some other options. Anyway, 6 shots coming in against the Blade Guard Vet. Are you going to do Transhuman on them?
Yes, please.
So 1 CP for Transhuman on Blade Guard Vets, but I'm hitting on 5s. Oh, that's not bad. I get 2 hits through.
Hey,
That's
nice.
fine. And then these 4s to wound. 6s are great. Ooh, 2 big wounds coming in. AP
no great
0 because of the fact that it's -1 down to nothing for their Stormy Shield. So please.
2 ups.
Oh, no damage done to that one there. The Heavy Stubber is going to go into the same thing. I should have nominated all to go into the same thing, but you'll forgive me here. That is 2 hits.
No.
Strength 5s on 4s, but it's 4s to wound. No wounds coming through on that one there. The Heavy Stubber from this Carnivore going into the backs of the Sanguinary Guard, just because I can.
-1. No, it's not.
No, that's only in combat.
It is 2 hits. It is Strength 5 on 4s, isn't it? So through 2 wounds at -0 on that one. So again, 2 ups, isn't
2
it? For
ups,
them?
yeah.
Nada on that one. Not so good for the Chaos Knight shooting round this phase, but that's okay. That's okay. You fell back over there, so you can't shoot with the Venom Crawler.
Nope.
So why don't we go with the Chaos Predator into the big bad boy over here?
Right, so
Sponsons. Hit on 3s. 1 big hit.
wounded on 3s.
The 6s don't explode in this one, do
no,
they?
because we're in Wanton
Massacre, the second one, yep. Ooh, is it worth the CP for that? No, because we're going for the Soul Shatter, that's where we need it. So 2 Soul Shatters, both hits. Wounding on 3s. Ooh, 1 wound. Is it worth that one then?
That is worth
A
the
CP.
Damn
Oh, okay, so 1 save to make at -3, isn't it? So it's on to your 6s. Here we go. Oh, no, we made it. Oh, no. This is not good for
Right,
us.
time for a bit of luck, but
Okay, so let's go over to the Death Crab for Cutie, who's going to fire at... Is it going to be the Exposed?
so he is going to.
Can you fire your battle cannon down at him? Because the range there would hopefully just
It
remove
is
him.
72.
Please remove this guy from the battlefield. I need him gone.
Okay.
Please.
Right, so he will take the Defiler Cannon,
Yep.
and then I'm going to put the 4 shots of the Reaper Autocannon into the 2-man squad of Sanguinary Guard.
Okay, fantastic.
So let's do them first.
Okay, so the Reaper autocannons coming in, hitting
Ooh,
on.
and I will spend 1 on Demon Forge to make him hitting on 2s.
Perfect stuff. Good thing that we did.
Yep.
Okay, and then this will be wounding on 3s, is that right?
3, yes.
Oh no.
Yeah!
Oh no.
Party,
okay.
party.
So we missed with all of them. Okay, now it's for the one
shot.
Oh no. Hitting on 2s at least. It's a big wound. Sorry.
Wound on 3s.
It's a big wound. Okay, so saving on -3s.
-2, down -1.
So-
I've lost track of all you're shooting. 'Cause I was
This
just laughing
is
at
the
once.
Redemptor Dreadnought who is going to be taking it 1 4-up save, isn't it? It made it with a 4-up save. Oh no,
It's turning.
Yep.
Oh no, the
It's
shooting has
turning.
gone badly. I don't think we've caused a single wound so far.
No far.
Is it time for the Bale Flamer?
into the Assault Intercessors.
Sure
D6
thing.
+2 for
Oh
3.
no, mate, this is turning into an absolute...
3s.
Okay,
Okay, 2, -2.
down to -1 for them, so 2 4-ups. At least you burned
2
2
dead.
alive.
See, working for you, isn't it?
Okay, so the plasma gun from there will be able to reach, and he's going to shoot into them.
Okay, so-
he is overcharging.
Whoa, he's
So
a crazy
just don't
man.
roll a 1.
He did not, so he's
Wounded
overcharged.
on 2s.
He is wounded.
Right, so it's -3.
Okay, so 1 more save on your assaults. Nope.
2
so-
damage, another 1 dead.
Fantastic. Whew. That
Good.
is very nice indeed. Okay, so in terms of the shooting, not great, but
Pretty terrible.
we have some charges to make now. So what I'm going to do is be very careful about who I charge because the fight back is going to be
How many
horrendous.
CP have they got?
They have got 4 CP over there and 1 over there. I've got 1 left
Okay, so
to
you
generate.
can interrupt.
So I'm going to charge the Sanguinary Guard only, I think, and just remove that 1 unit there.
Well, I remember, I can fall back and still charge for my Venom Crawler.
Oh, you
because of
can.
my attack
Okay,
disadvantage.
so are you going to fall back and then jump straight into these guys there and go for all 3 of them, and then I'll support you by going into those 2 groups and leave the Blade Guard alone?
I was going to just charge the character and go for assassination.
Yes. Okay, I need some help here because remember I'm hitting on 5s.
No, you don't, you're fine.
Okay, so I think that we're going to go into. I'm going to declare a charge into.
Why don't you just go into the 2 Sanguinary Guard in front?
Yeah, but then I could. Well, it's just because the fight back of them charging first is going to be brutal. I
It
just need to kill something, and I need to make other stuff run.
Okay, I'll make my charge.
Yeah.
Venom Crawler into the Ancient.
Yep,
or
Venom
whatever his name is.
Okay, he's in there with a 6.
Yeah, if you push me around.
Sure thing. The Disco Lord into
Yeah.
the boys. He's
Yeah.
definitely in there.
And now, right, could you measure to see how far the Defiler is from the Sanguinary Guard?
Yeah, that would be fun. That would be.
If it's not too far, I will do that.
Nice.
Come on,
About
come on.
14 inches.
Yeah.
Hang on.
How many is it going to be?
9.
9 its charge.
It might be 8 because it's 9. So
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you?
Do
get
you
minus?
count
Minus.
terrain for the Defiler?
Yeah, he's not Titanic, so
Okay.
should
No, it won't be 9. It will be.
be an 11. So
11.
he's not going to do that. He's
No.
going to charge the Assault Intercessors.
Okay.
Yay.
It's the
Easier
Assault Assessors and
with a 6, yeah. He wouldn't have made it otherwise.
Cool. I think then that I'm going to have to try my best and. Oh, you know what? Screw it. We're going to go down. We're going to go down fighting. We're going to declare this group of Sanguinary Guards and this group here because I can just shuffle in to touch both of them without the Blade Guard getting involved. Hopefully, I can
idea.
kill both of them. Let's give it a try. I mean, I'll re-roll that one because it's a cocked.
Yeah,
Cool,
you
so
could.
it's 6, so I'm going to be sliding in right there, just touching away from the Blade Guard vets. Over here, I'm going to declare a charge with the Carnivore. Stop breaking my models, Chewie. I'm going to declare a charge with the Carnivore only into Mephiston.
Okay.
Why not? Ah! Okay, he's definitely
Right,
in there
he will be the man fighting first, I believe.
because he can pay to interrupt, can't you?
Yes, he can. So you need to be murdering
Oh,
Mephisto.
this was a huge mistake
Thoroughly.
actually because he can pay to interrupt and kill my warlord before he even gets a chance to strike. Okay, that's fine. That is fine. But we're going to do this Mephiston versus the Carnivore. Let's go. Let's get some dice. So we're going to kick things off with the War Dog going into Mephiston, and Rapid has paid 1 CP to put him into Transhuman. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to pay 1 CP for the ability that Iconoclast households add 1 to their hit roll. So he's going to be hitting on 2s, as in his top bracket, with his Slaughter Claw, not the Reaper Chain Talon. So hitting on 2s. Let's go. We all hit with everything. I get +1 attack because I charged you, by the way, as an Iconoclast. And then it's going to be wounding on 4s. Oh my god, I didn't wound a single time. Oh no, oh no, it's all gone wrong here.
1 CP.
Sugar, that is not good at all. Well, that's him dead. Okay, do you want to pay to interrupt somewhere?
Yes, please. Can I interrupt with my Sanguinary Priest,
No.
please?
Okay, so he's paying 2 CP to interrupt with the Sanguinary Priest over here. Oh dear, oh dear.
So he's got 3 attacks base.
Yep.
+1 for Shock Assault, and then he's got an additional 3 then with his Teeth of Terror.
Yes, he does indeed.
So, hitting on 2s.
Hitting on 2s. Yes, he drops 1, but the rest go through strength of.
It is Strength 5.
So 5's to wound, but 4's in your
4's
case.
with Blood
Because
Angels.
okay, so only 2 go
2
through.
at -2.
So this will be minus
Minus
1.
1, so 2 4-ups.
2 4-up saves to make.
Make
He
them
makes both of them, so no damage was taken. Now my Warlord gets to step up to the plate, and he's going to divide his attacks again. The Bale Mace going into the one with 3. The Electro Scourge going into the one with 3, and the Bale Mace going into the one with 2. So you join us here after some combat has taken place. The Warlord over here managed to buoy off 2 from this squad and 1 from the other squad with
How did
his
he do?
Bale Mace. Over here, though, this guy did nothing. He managed to get all of his attacks through and then 0 wounds. That was horrible. Over here, the squad of Assault Intercessors have been wiped out by the combined forces of Death Crab for Cutie and also the Lord Disco. And over here, we're now finishing off the combat of 4 wounds that made their way through against the Sanguinary Priest, and it is a save of 5 ups to save his life. He has died, I believe, because that
Taken
is
3, yeah,
6
he'll be
damage
dead.
in total, which means that assassination has been completed. Fantastic. So we may have sucked and died in our shooting phase, but we've done a bit better in the combat. Would you like to consolidate into this way, or are you going to consolidate into the bike, maybe?
Well, yeah, I was actually thinking if I could tag
Oh,
the
it
bike.
actually has to be the closest one, doesn't it? So you have
so
to be...
I'm going to leave him there.
Sure thing.
Can I
No.
Yeah, now it's the actual fight back between Mephiston versus my poor old War Dog, who's going to die incredibly hard now. Okay, so how many attacks did he get?
6, isn't it? 5 base. So 6 attacks.
Here we go,
and 2s.
on 2s. Skirting brilliance there. Okay.
Strength 10.
Yep, 2's to wound. Oh, whoa, I've got only 2 saves to make. He can't kill him unless he gets 2 massive D3 through. How much AP is this?
I think it's 4.
Well, I get no save then, if that is the case.
1 second.
Is it 4? Is it 4? Is
It is
though?
3.
Oh, it's 3.
3, so 6s.
Two 6-ups to make. Yes, he made 1, so he can't die. D3 me, please. Oh, for the full 3. So he is down to 2. Like, he is not in a good place right now, but at least he is alive for the moment. Okay, now it's the Sanguinary Guard fighting back. Do you want to just roll them both together? Because it's 2 separate squads going in against the Warlord. They have got how many attacks apiece?
They've got
4
3 attacks
of 3
each.
attacks. So 6 attacks in total coming in against the big boss.
And then Shock Assault as well.
Oh, okay, fair enough. So 4 attacks a boy, 8 in total, hitting on 3s. Okay, none dropped. Oh no! And then this is you can only wound me on 4s.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is how many go through?
That was a 4, wasn't it? That
Yeah, it was. So
So there's 4.
4. This is not looking good for me, and it's AP minus.
3.
3.
Yeah.
3
Okay.
damage each.
So 6 ups to save my boy. He made 1. Okay.
It's not enough.
So it's the feel no pains that come in now, though.
6 feel no pain. Oh yeah, and I forgot the Demon Engine rule to give him 1 back at the start of the turn.
Okay.
Infernal, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, so how many wounds have I got here? 6, and I've got 5 wounds remaining.
Gotta make 2.
Oh no! Oh no! 5 ups, baby. He makes 3. He's alive on 1 wound. He survives. Nearly fell over though. Oh, he's sliding. He's sliding, but he's alive on 1 wound. The Warlord still survives at the end of that combat. Oh dear me, what a ridiculous round that's been. Now we come to the fun point, because it is the morale phase, and this is where I hope to at least claim back maybe 1 wound, not that it was really worth it. So roll morale for these guys. You lost 1. I'll tell you if you fail. 2 dice, my friend. Discard the... Ooh, I don't think that you'll run on that one, because it's... Nope, and then roll on the other one, 2 dice. Ooh, the 6 though, you will run, so I regenerate 1 wound, and that Sanguinary Guard unit has gone. Hooray!
No hooray.
No hooray at all.
Hooray.
Okay, so at the end of things there, we ended up destroying another unit from the Sanguinary Guard, and obviously getting Assassination and the Assault Intercessors over there. So not bad, but there's still quite a bit of punch coming back in this next turn. I think we're going to end our turn by binning off Deploy Teleport Homer, because it is awful for us. And we will draw, and we've scored Assassination at the end of that as well. So please draw up.
He's not infantry, so he can't do the action.
So please, gentlemen, draw up your secondaries now as we go into your turn 2. Turn 3.
Yeah.
We will crush the enemies of the Imperium.
So here we are after the movement of turn 3 Imperium, and there's been a few falling backs to reposition for greater charges. Mephiston has dropped out of combat from the Carnivore over here, and that has basically been it, apart from the Valiant moving up. And also we fell out of combat with the Sanguinary Guard, who's pushing forward against the Predator to hopefully tie him up in a future round, basically. So yeah, it's a lot of tactical play going on here, but we now move into the shooting phase, because you get no psychic phase as you fell out of combat with Mephiston. So, where would you like to shoot, my friends?
Valiant.
Yes, sir.
Is going to split fire.
Well, a little trick up my sleeve. I feel like you would like to split fire, but unfortunately, as I said before, I'm in Geist Storm, which means if you want to do a shooting attack, you're going to have to do a dread test. And if you fail, you have to declare everything against the closest unit. So he will save himself from a round of fire from the Valiant.
If I fail the dread test.
If you fail the dread test, it's a bit of a swing, but still I've got to give it a try, haven't I?
Yeah, okay. Well, I was going to split then.
Okay, so what you need to do first, you need to roll 2d6 and try and get under your leadership. I don't know what the Valiant's leadership is, but it's at -1 regardless. So try and get under, so don't roll high. You do not roll high, so you can declare your shooting as normal. You do not suffer mortal terror.
Right, so, melters into him.
Sure.
Last talon into him.
Perfect stuff. Okay, let's go then. So, do you want to do the melter first?
Yeah, melter.
Sure thing. Where we're rolling over here. Hitting on.
3s.
Nice.
He's trying to get some vengeance.
Yep, and then wounding on 3s as well. Nice. Okay, so it is 3 saves of 5 up to save my Carnivore. I do not think he's long for this world. He is very dead, because even if you get 1 on each, he has done. But does he explode? Oh, let's roll the King of the North dice. Let's see if he explodes. Oh, he thought about it, but he did not, unfortunately. So the Carnivore is down now with the last Tannin.
Like it's just...
Oh, I'll be table, but this is just going to be you. That's fine. I've done my job here, man. Okay, here we go. These are hitting on. Not that. And you can't re-roll any of these because of my super power. So it is 1 that is going to be wounding on 4s. No, it does not wound. He survives the shots of the Lance Talons.
Yeah.
So,
I've got the. I didn't declare. Sorry.
No, it's fine. It's fine. All the stubber is fine. Yep. Stubber in the same shots.
Yeah.
Choo.
2 hit.
No wounds. Okay, so what about the Macro Plasma Incinerator? Is that going to go up into him, or is it going to go into the Predator? Okay, it's going into the Warlord, so it's going to be D6 shots. We're going from this guy over to here, so the attack bike who's going into the Venom Crawler with 2 shots, hitting on 3s. Both hits. Neither wound. So the Venom Crawler stands tall for the moment.
And 4 shots of the twin bolt gun.
I might CP one of them.
Yep, you're going to CP 1. Down to 1 CP to re-roll that 2 into a...
Probably a 2.
Into a 6,
nice.
So it wounds. Okay, so 1 demonic save of 5 up. Let's see it, baby. Oh, he does with a 6. No worries whatsoever.
Is that one you pulled out of the pocket that's been cut?
Yeah, and we've got 4 shots as well from the bolt rifles on the front. So 3 hits. Wounding on 5s. 3 wounds. Oh, blimey.
Nice.
Okay.
So 3s.
3s. Okay, so 1
so he's down
wound.
to 3.
1 wound goes through over there. So now you've got the question of what to do with the Plasma Incinerator over here. Do you go into the Predator, which is toughness 8, but is unwounded, or do you hope that the Blade Guard Vet will be able to take him out?
Because we've got overwhelming firepower as well, I think. Yes,
Sure.
we have.
So let's go into him then.
What is the Plasma Incinerator?
Yeah, you might
Okay.
as well, because you get one good hit through,
Yep.
he's dead.
I'll do everything into it then.
Okay, sure.
just
So
in case.
everything from this Redemptor Dread going into the Venom Crawler
Yeah, so it's D6 shots.
for 5.
Hey.
That's probably the best I've ever done with it.
Yeah.
Ever. On 3s.
And you've cursed yourself with that one, didn't you? So still only 2 hits, 2 wounding on
It's strength 8, isn't it?
3s. And 1 wound, demonic save.
Into the final. Oh no, into the Venom
Crawler.
Crawler. Okay, so another 5.
And he made it. Unfortunately, no damage has been done by
8 shots.
the Gatling cannon.
Yeah, the underslung.
Okay, so we've got a few hits. Wounding on 5.
Strength 5, isn't it?
Yeah, so 5s. 3.
So 3.
Oh no, that's
oh,
a
so
two.
2 at -1.
Okay, so no minus because of Armor of Contempt, so 3s.
Okay, 1, 2
Two.
more wounds go through. He's on 1 wound.
Okay, so bolters.
From
actually
the
end
bolt
in
pistols from the
Blade Guard.
Blade Guard.
Has he not got bolters on his...
He's got.
Stormbolt.
Yeah, oh yeah, his Stormbolt.
Oh,
Does he have-
fair.
Nipple guns.
Yeah, his nipple tassels.
Is that 4 8 shots? Can't remember.
He's
It'll
not.
be
He's not within half range.
before.
So it'll be 4
4
shots.
shots hitting on 3s. Nice.
5's wound.
Only 1 wound, but that is enough to kill the Venom
Got
Crawler.
a CP.
And he does not need it.
Oh.
He's alive on 1 wound at the moment. What about the heavy bolt pistols from these guys here? They're going into Blade Guard Vet, into the Venom Crawler as well. 3 hits. 1 wound and -2.
But then down to -1.
Yep, so 4 up
This
save.
4.
Here we go, no pressure, 50-50. Oh, is it worth the CP? Are you going to save him? Or are you going to let him die? He's still as effective as he is on 1 wound as he is on none, so he might as well.
Yeah, I'm going to spend it.
So 1 CP for a 4-up save. He made it, so he's alive on 1 wound, and we deny them the overwhelming firepower point. 1 shot from this squad who's able to see. He hits. Does he wound on 5s? He does wound. Oh, it's a 3,
Oh,
sorry.
it's a 3.
It's a 3, okay, so
Nope. That's the end.
okay.
Of...
End of the shooting phase, but now it's time for the deadly charge phase. Ooh. So the charge phase here, we've got the Blade Guard Vets are going to declare a charge against just the Warlord there. Oh,
No, the 2.
No, he's
oh
got
both. Okay, so you've got to do a dread test first because of Geist Storm, so hopefully you don't fail this, mate. You...
Did?
Is it equal? What's their leadership? Because I'm -1.
It's 8, isn't it? So...
But I minus it down to 7, so unfortunately you have failed the dread test, which means that you're going to be rolling and halving your charge rolls. I know that it is splitting hairs, because you will definitely make it against him, but let's see if you make
Yeah,
it
but
in
you declared
against...
both.
I've declared
If
both
he doesn't
now.
get
Yeah,
to
I
the
know.
Venom, you don't get any.
6, 7, 8, down to 4. They're in there, unfortunately. Cannot
Yeah.
deny that, but it was worth a try at
Yeah.
least.
Oh no, absolutely was worth it. That was if you'd rolled a 3,
Yeah.
you wouldn't have made it.
And then the same issue with the
I
Dreadnought.
do get a +1 to my charge as well. With the
Oh,
damage.
okay, you'll be fine
Oh,
then,
yeah,
I
of
guess.
course, yeah.
So it's the same issue with the doing the morale test or the dread test for the Dreadnought, because you're within dread range. You're fine. You're fine because the Dreadnought has 8, doesn't it?
I believe so, yeah.
Cool.
So he needs a 8-inch charge now.
Yep. Okay, so here we go.
Dreadnought should have
Here we go.
way
Roll it, roll, 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 roll.
because they shit in their pants.
699. You are in there. The Dreadnought has managed to make it
Oh,
square in
no.
against the Warlord. This is not going to go well for me. I can already tell.
Do you have
But
CP to interrupt?
I do not have any CP to interrupt, my friend.
Me neither.
It is just a fight to the death, and I'm just praying for the explosion. That's all I'm going for.
That's gonna be-
So I may as well do the 2 into there, then 1 into there.
Okay, so you're going to fight with the Blade Guard first. Is that correct?
Well, he can't interrupt, can they?
No, yeah, do what? Yeah, so
Can you interrupt?
so what you're going to do 2 into the venom.
3 attacks.
Definitely.
Okay, so the Blade Guard are splitting their attacks. 2 into the Venom Crawler and 1 into the Warlord, correct?
That's me, Sergeant. There.
Okay, so we're going to
Yeah,
get some
you'll get-
dice and we'll vat for the saves. Okay, so the Blade Guard are making their intentions known by hitting with how many? 3 wounds made their way through. So here we go, it's the saves for Beanie. 5 ups. Oh, he tried so hard. Is it worth the CP?
I don't have a CP.
Oh, you don't have a CP, so...
He
so-
explodes on a 5.
Oh yes, soul-rending explosion. He does explode! And he's going to be doing D3 mortal wounds to
And
everyone
he'll
around.
probably kill your guy
Don't
too.
worry, I've got a 4-up shrug for mortal wounds, so
Okay.
I feel okay at the moment.
It's within 6 inches.
Yep, and then it's D3 mortal
Yes,
wounds.
it's D3.
Okay, so please roll for the attack bike.
Attack bike. Takes
Is
1.
Ian, and then roll for the Blade Guard vets. Is 1. Okay, and then roll for my boy. Please don't roll super high here.
Super high, super high.
Oh, come on, mate. Wait, you're killing. The Alpha Legion have played up to their strengths here, so it's 4 up shrugs for my Soul Raptor. And he's dead. Fantastic. You killed my Warlord. Thank you very much.
Does he explode?
Come on, mate. Explode now. Oh, I would argue that's cocked, but...
No, don't do it. It was cocked. It was cocked.
Okay. It's a 2 anyway, so unfortunately I have been wiped out of this match by Beanie, my teammate.
Thanks, Beanie. Oh, really? It was his fault?
No, but at the same time, this is very much in keeping with the Alpha Legion. Was that explosion an accident, or was it just part of the plan?
For the Dark Gods!
So, here we are in Allied, or just in this case, Alpha Legion, turn 3. So, what's happened is obviously the purge have been, well, purged from the entire battlefield, but that does not mean the fight is over. We drew at the beginning of our turn, capture enemy outpost, unlikely to score that one because it's all the way over here, and no retreat, no surrender, so we can't fail a morale test, can't do a fallback, and if we started within range of a objective marker, can't move outside of it, which I think we've already failed by moving the legionaries over there. I mean, you can put them back, we'll move them back an inch so that they capture that point there. No, because they started on that one there. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, we thought about going to capture some objectives over here, but I think the fight is definitely going to go down in the centre of the battlefield. With all of the firepower from the Defiler and the Bale Flamer, should be able to move through here. So even though we are weakened, definitely not out. No psychic phase. So now we're going to move into the shooting phase. And Beanie, where would you like to start? Because we still have overwhelming firepower as a thing that we can get, so picking off stuff with shooting might be not a bad idea.
Yes, so let's see. So
Are we in range to do anything? Oh.
So would the second rank be?
Nada.
Nope, so the second rank out, but the front 3 can.
Okay, so the front
The bolt gun can,
Yep.
that bolt gun can, and the plasma rifle can.
Cool, do you want to do the plasma rifle first and just see if we
I
can...
will be overcharging it because...
Why not, eh? Okay, so an overcharged plasma rifle going into the sanguinary guard over here, hitting on 3s. Oh no.
And he's dead!
Oh no, and we're not paying the CP to do that.
Absolutely not.
Okay, all of the other bolt shots coming in now,
Yeah,
so that was...
give me a second to count it up.
So there are 5 bolt guns and 1 plasma pistol to resolve now against this guy. So 5 shots from the bolters, hitting on the 3s. Not...
Okay, force wound.
1 wound, AP 0.
0.
2 up.
He's fine, okay, the plasma...
And now the overcharged plasma
Oh,
pistol.
he's doing it again, okay, roll another 1. Oh, he hits this
Wounding
time.
on 2s.
Oh, he wounds,
Minus 3.
Okay,
5s.
it's a 6, he's still alive. That
Wasn't
is...
expecting that.
That is unfortunate over there.
Okay, so we're going to move on to my Defiler,
Sure thing.
who I am going to spend 1 CP to do
Demon Forge, so hitting on
and he's
2s.
going to put his Reaper autocannon into him,
Yep.
and then he's going to put the Defiler thing into...
Because he's no slouch in combat, is he?
No.
This guy. So why don't we just get rid of things that we really want dead? Like this Valiant is a pain in the backside. And the Bale Flamer going into the boys there.
do
Probably,
a lot.
maybe should do something. Maybe?
Yes, I'll put the Defiler cannon...
Into Mephisto, maybe? Just a laugh?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, let's just put it into Mephisto to
Okay,
be funny.
so the Defiler cannon's going into Mephisto.
Can I just turn him just so he...
Oh, yeah,
So
yeah,
you
yeah,
see
yeah,
his
yeah.
opponent.
And then the, what's the other thing that you've got?
The Reaper is going into the Sanguinary Guard.
Okay, and he's hitting on 2s. So this is for how many shots?
4 shots.
Big 4 shots with the battle cannon.
Hitting on 2s.
Drops 1, but 3 hits.
And he's tough as 5, isn't he, Mephisto?
Oh, 5,
Yeah, he's 5, isn't he?
Yeah.
So 3's the wound.
Okay. Okay, there's 2 big wounds coming in at minus.
2.
Okay, down to minus 1. Okay.
So 3s.
Nada. Dang it. Dang it.
Okay,
Okay.
now the Sanguinary Guards.
Oh no.
Wow. Now 3s. 1 wound.
Oh no, can't
Minus
kill
2 down to
him.
minus 1.
So 3s.
And he does 1 wound at least to him. Okay, he's still alive. That is unfortunate, but it is what it is. The Bale Flamer?
Yes, the Bale Flamer is going to go into the Blade Guard.
Yep, Bale Flamer's into the Bale Guard. Let's go. Boom.
For 8.
Nice. Let the galaxy burn indeed.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Okay, wounding on 3s. Okay, that's not bad.
So 5 wounds at -2.
Okay, so you're 4 up invols, my friend.
5 4-ups.
Here we go. And that goes through one of them dead, because that is 2 damage apiece.
Dead.
Not
Oh, no,
bad.
no, one was already on 2, so the other one will take 2 damage.
Oh, okay, fantastic.
1 wound.
Fantastic, that's pretty good. Okay, so that's all the shooting done there. He has a bolt pistol. I don't know if you want to use that just as a... Why not? Try and finish off that weakened guy. He does not even bother. Okay, what about the combi bolters from the Rhino? Are they in
So
range?
the Rhino is in range there, so it would be 2 shots.
Okay, might as well, you know, fish for those shots, man. There's 1 hit.
Force to wound.
Ah, no. Okay, so now the Chaos Predator. Surely he's got to get rid of the Gladiator. Like, surely that's what he's...
Is it, though?
I mean, you could do 1 las cannon maybe somewhere else, or to get rid of the Sanguinary Guard, but I don't know. This thing has been
Fine.
given.
He's having
Yeah.
all of it. So
Okay.
now the
Okay, so this will be hitting on 4s then.
So that's the normal sponsors.
Okay, so that is 2 big hits. And we'll
1 on
wound.
3s.
Oh, okay,
And
here
now
we
the
go.
others.
Here we go. Okay.
1 hit. 1 on 3s.
Okay.
Yes, -3.
-3. 5 up in Van.
No, it's a D6 plus 2
D6 +2.
for 4 damage on him.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Okay, so that is a bit unfortunate.
I'm just recalling something that was said about how many things would be left. After
Listen,
this
I said if it was a good turn. I said if it was a good turn. But at least you'll get your Alpha Legion -1 to hit, because I've been taking the brunt of every shot so far. Okay, so charge phase.
Yeah, so the Defiler will go into the, what's his face, the Redemptor.
Yep,
Do I
sure
go
thing.
Overwatch?
Well, who? No, I wouldn't waste it.
Okay.
Because you're not going to kill it, are you?
And he's in there with a 5.
So if you can shuffle him more to the left.
Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle.
And then roll for
Yeah, careful,
the
he's not going to pick up.
Lord Discordant as well. You might as well just roll and we'll see what it gets.
Yeah, so the Lord Discordant is going into the Blade Guard.
Sure thing. With a
7.
7. Okay, so he is in there as well. Beautiful stuff. Okay, that's the only charge, unless you want to charge the Predator into that.
You'll die.
Yeah, you probably will. Okay, so that is it for all of our charges. Let's go into the combat phase.
Turn him round.
So Rapid is putting Transhuman onto the Blade Guard Vet as they take the brunt of attacks from the Lord Discordant. So we're hitting on 2s. Eep Aruni.
Oop.
And 6s would have exploded, but we didn't get any at the moment.
Okay, so this is going to be on 4s then with Transhuman.
Ooh,
1 wound to start
no.
with.
Okay, so 1 4-up invulnerable save to make. Oh, he missed the tray. And he made the save. Oh dear. Oh dear.
Okay, then 4 attacks with the bladed limbs.
It's 3 hits.
Forced wound.
Only
1
1
wound.
Oh no.
-2 again.
Oh no. Okay, that does go through, so it kills one of the Blade Guard.
Yep.
So there's only 1 left. And does he have anything
4
else?
attacks with the Mechatendrils.
Oh, here we go, the weakest ones, but they may come through for us. Not like that.
Now this will be forced wound.
Okay, no
No
wounds.
wounds.
Okay.
Okay, now on to the Defiler after that.
Ooh. Okay, so it's the big power scourge that he's got, isn't it?
So 5 attacks with his claws. Hitting on 2s because I woken him earlier. Still managed to drop 1.
Ooh, and no explosions either.
No,
This is very frustrating.
So this will be 3s to wound.
Okay, so 3
Oh
through.
no, it would have been 2s to wound because it's
Very strong.
He's strength 16.
Not that it matters here. So that is 3 through at minus.
3.
-3. So let's see. Can he survive? He's got 7 wounds remaining.
6s.
I mean, he thought about it, but
Cool.
that
so
is
2d6.
Oh, that is enough to kill him.
Because he's on set. Because that would have done 7 damage with the 2
Yes.
minuses.
Okay. Now, does he explode?
On a 6.
He does not explode, but the Redemptor Dread is down.
That's something.
So now it is time for the fight back of the Blade Guard Vet. 5 attacks because it's not the Sarge that's left. So here we go. Oh, that is a spinning 1, but it lands a hit. These are going to be wounding on... Who are you attacking, by the way? You should have nominated.
Only him.
Oh, it's only him that's in
On
combat.
force.
Yeah, fair enough.
Force to wound because it's strength 5 with your +1 to wound.
Yes. No, only 1 wound.
So -4.
Oh yeah, 4, yeah.
Yeah,
4
so
of
he's
invuln,
got.
isn't it?
Yeah, so he's got. Yeah, but remember. Oh yeah, you can
yeah.
only be wounded him on 4s because he's got that clandestine.
Which he did,
build.
yeah. he
Yeah,
did.
cool. So he gets +2 to his armor save because he's 1 in cover, and he gets another one for the Gorget of Hate. So he's saving on a 2,
Crazy.
I think.
'Cause it's -3, isn't it? Down to -2, and then it's...
Yeah,
That's
so
mad.
it's -4.
Yeah.
With, I get an additional 2 because of
So
the
it's
2
only
things
-2,
I've taken. So it's only -2. So he'd be on 4s. Right?
Yeah, no. I mean, he's not in cover, technically. So that clandestine thing, I don't know if that counts. Here we go. He's made the save! Hey! There we go. Okay, right. So that is the end of the combat. You lost 2. So let's see if you fail morale on this.
I don't think they can.
Let's just say it anyway.
Actually, he's only got an 8, doesn't
Yeah,
he? His morale,
7 because... Oh, no, an 8 because he's a
Yeah,
dead.
so if you roll a 6, it's bad.
Yeah, don't roll a 6. He rolled a 6. So
he's
he
gone.
will, unfortunately, run away. Which means that we have secured that objective for chaos!
For chaos!
And at the end of that turn, it means that we get no retreat, no surrender, because we did not fail a morale test, we did not fall back, and we did not finish a move that was further away from an objective than there because we pushed back over there. And we claimed that objective, meaning that for the direct assault, we get at least one objective marker that they did not control at the start of the turn, and we destroyed a unit. So 5, 8 in total for that. Not bad, as we move into Imperium turn 4.
We are the Emperor's chosen.
Here we are after the movement phase for Imperium turn 4, and it looks like everyone has decided that death is the only answer. We have the Sanguinary Guard who jumped over here to try and claim that objective, and Mephiston and the Gladiator have pushed forward into the centre. The Assault Intercessors have also moved around the corner, still holding on to that objective for the moment, but are ready to shoot and provide support, I assume, with whatever fallout may be. So that has been the movement phase into the psychic phase. So Mephiston is going to try and score a smite against the Disco Lord. Let's see it. Let's see it.
Beanie's face
Let's
is
see
the
it.
picture.
Here we go.
Either that or he's farted.
Here we go.
A little bit of column A, a little bit of column
Oh, it's an 8, so D3 mortal wounds against the Disco Lord.
Come on, the big 3, come on.
It is the big 3. No mortal wound protection, unfortunately, for your boy.
No.
And then it's the unyielding rage on himself, is that correct?
Yes, and he's a 6.
And it goes off as well, so he'll be extra punchy in combat.
Rut-row.
Indeed, Rut-row. Okay, so now it's time for the shooting phase. We've got the Gladiator, who is not bracketed at the moment, because it's on 8 wounds remaining.
Yeah. What?
So here we go. The Valiant is shooting into the Demon Engine, because, as Chewie said,
It's because it's a demon, it has to go.
it has to go. Okay, so 4 shots. Here we go. Pachoo, all hit. It really wants that demon to go.
3s.
Ah,
But
okay.
he didn't want it enough, did
So
he?
there's one wound.
You've got one.
Yeah, reroll 1.
Okay, so 1 CP use of the reroll,
Yes.
so it's 2 wounds coming in. Demonic saves, I believe, now. Neither made, so there is 2 D6 coming in against it. 6, 7 in total. Ouch.
Down to 6?
Down to
No, he's down to 7.
down to 7 wounds.
And
And now the Melter coming in as well.
Oh, he's going to die.
3 big hits. Wounding on 3s, is it? Because it's toughness 8, isn't it now? Or is...
7.
Okay, so
So
3s. Only 1 wound. 1 demonic save to make, Beanie. Can you do it? I believe in you.
Thank you. I believe.
No, I foolishly
Come
believe
on,
in
6.
you. It's 5 damage in total because it's +2 because of the range.
then you stub it.
And the stubber as well. 3 big hits with the stubber. Wounding on 5s. 1 wound. How many wounds has he got left?
So how many did that do?
That did 5.
Okay, so he's down to 2.
Okay, so he can lose potentially 1 more wound now if he fails this save. Which he doesn't. I love the
a
trick
trick
shot there. It
shot,
was
yeah.
brilliant. Okay, so we have the plasma pistol over there.
Yes.
You're overcharging it, obviously, because you want him to
Oh,
die.
yeah, of
yeah,
course,
yeah,
yeah,
Sure.
Do it, don't be a wuss.
What are you aiming at?
Not the tray, apparently.
I'm going to go into
Yeah, into the Defier.
Yeah.
Big hits.
Should have overcharged because it would have been too
Well, I did say, and you said
I thought
no.
you were overcharging.
No, he said no, not.
Oh, what a cowardly mess.
I know, right? He doesn't even wound.
Well, that's what he gets.
Yeah,
for not
yeah.
having the
Boo.
plum.
The Sanguinary Guard gets to fire his Angelus Bolt Rifle.
2 shots on 3s.
Both hits.
Fives.
Wounding on 5s. No wounds.
No, actually, it'd be 6s because he's tough.
Oh, yeah, it's toughness 8. Okay, so these guys here can't really see. They can get 1 shot maybe, but you do have the Melter Rifle on the bike to go next.
Sorry, I lost my dick.
Okay, so the bike is going to shoot, I assume.
Ooh, yeah. What do you want to go for the?
I mean, there's a Filer's on 2, the Lord's on
I would
6.
hope that he would kill him. kill that in combat.
You like to think so, wouldn't you? Go for
Yeah, two shots.
the Demon Engine, yeah.
Going into the Defiler. Here we go.
Okay, I'll put the bolters into the
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So these are the melt
Spitfire
shots.
always works, yeah. So 3s.
One hit, one miss. Wounding on 3s. No wounds.
Oh.
Command point.
Yeah, I missed it.
CP, last CP used to re-roll this. Will it get a 3? It does! It's a 3, so one demonic save to make.
Oh, you roll a 6 now.
No, he doesn't, so I think that... Oh, he does! He's alive! He's alive on 1 wound! And you can't re-roll it because you've got no CP.
Is he within 12?
He is probably...
What, with him?
Yeah.
Let's measure up.
Horse?
Let's measure up. Is this going to be hubris?
he's
Oh, D6 plus 2, unfortunately.
Does he explode?
The soul-rending explosion of him does
No,
not
It
explode.
just crumbles and dissolves into...
Okay, so it's just the Disco Lord left now.
So his bolters.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, so it is 3 hits.
No
5s.
Oh, no
No
wounds.
wounds.
Okay, so that is the end of the shooting phase,
one
I believe.
bolt pistol
Oh,
there.
1 bolt pistol. We're really going for this.
Chew chow.
He hits. He is not wound. Okay,
It's because I'm reaching.
so that's all of the shooting phase done. Time for the charges. I assume that the Sanguinary Guard is going to charge in against the Predator. Why not, I guess? And then it's going to
The
be...
Gladiator's going to charge into...
Everyone's charging into the...
Because if I charge in first, you don't want a Bale Flamer in your face, do you?
No.
No, he hasn't got a CP. Oh, yeah, he does have a CP.
Damn you for seeing exactly
Okay.
the plan.
Okay,
So the Sanguinary Guard got in, he had a 9.
Yep. Are you going to use the Overwatch point against the tank? It's maybe not worth it, but I don't know. The Bale Flamer auto hits. It will be wounding on 5s, minus a bit.
I'd rather save the reroll button.
Yes, sure thing. So
Going up against the...
make your charge a -2.
whatever his name is.
Okay, so a 5-inch charge. He
Yeah,
is
so-
in there, and then Mephiston is going to join him with a charge of his own
Monkey.
of not 2, because it's -2 to go into the crater. So you're going to have to re-roll that.
You can go to there, can you?
Oh, I guess he can go around the outside. That is a shame.
But
That is a
it'd be
shame.
free anyway, because it's
Oh yeah, he
plus
would have made it
one
anyway with a 1-inch charge in that sense. Okay, so that is all the charging done. It is time for the fighting. Where would you like to kick things off with? Mephiston?
Yeah.
Slay, fellow Slay.
So he's
Okay,
got 7 attacks now.
7 attacks. He is pretty pissed off.
Actually, no, what was the Unleashed Rage? Just
D3 additional attacks for him.
Nice.
Lovely.
9 attacks.
Okay, 9 attacks hitting on
And
2s.
on 2s.
Drops the 1. Then he'd be wounding on 2s, I imagine, as well, because of his crazy strength.
10.
Yeah,
No, maybe 3s.
but then +1 for his, yeah, for the...
Because of blood for a first.
And he drops 0, so there is, how many?
4, 6, 8.
8 at minus.
4.
3. Oh yeah, 4. So 8 5-ups. I don't think this is
Doesn't
going
he
to
have a
go.
4 up for his invulnerable?
Oh yeah, he gets a 4 up because of his Gorget of Hate.
But he has let 4 through, and they are how much damage apiece?
D3.
D3.
So
Oh wait, no,
under
aren't these
CP
flat
1?
2? Didn't we already establish this before?
No,
Or is it just the Sanguinary
D3.
Guard?
So I'm
Okay.
going to
CP1.
reroll that.
Yes. Okay. So
Oh
he-
yeah, by the way, on them were all those things that came through a 4 or more because I have clandestine. So
Oh yeah, you had transhuman. We'll have to watch that. Because of the Gorget of Hate, we've got 5 saves to make of 4 up, baby. Here we go. And he has only got
3.
2
So I'm going
through.
to spend that CP.
Yep,
to-
spend a CP to see if we can keep him alive.
No.
Oh, okay, so that's 2 D3
D3
worth of damage going in. Can he get the max wounds? He cannot,
No.
so he only takes 3, so he's alive on 3 wounds. Obviously, the gladiator is going to be the one that does the damage here. How many
and also,
attacks?
when he
3.
dies, he does his own version of an explosion thanks to his trait.
Oh, nice,
That I
very
do.
nice.
6s.
He gets 1 hit through. Wounded on.
3s.
It's not a wound, unfortunatally. Would you want to do the fight over here with the Sanguinary Guard versus the Predator? 5 attacks hitting on 3s.
Oh. Hello.
Wounding on 5s.
His strength.
Oh, wounding on 4s because of the +1.
His strength 5.
So that'd be 5s down to 4s because it's toughness 8. Okay, so it's 4 wounds through.
Minus 4 now.
4, yeah. So,
Also no save.
with take away 1 of the minus because of armor of contempt, it'd be 6s.
Yes, it would be. It would be indeed. 6s to save. 1 save, 3 through, 2 damage apiece, so it's 6 damage in total.
He's down to 5.
He's still alive though. And now it is time for the Lord
Discordant.
Discordant to fight back. Does he get bracketed? He does not anymore because he is now just a
He's
little
only 9
character.
wounds. Okay, so 6 attacks from his Impaler Chain Glaive.
Hitting on 2s. Now,
Everything's going into Mephisto.
Now, because he didn't charge, he doesn't get the +1 to wound. It's only if you charge with Impaler Chain Glaive, not if you were charged.
Yes, yes.
So it's hitting on 2s, wounding on 3s. He hits with everything. 6s explode, by the way, so you get an extra hit.
Oh yeah, of course they do.
Ooh, okay, so he gets 4 wounds through at minus.
It's -2.
-2, down to -1.
So 4 3-ups.
4 3-ups. He has failed 1, so that is 2 damage.
5 up, feel no pain.
Ooh. He takes 1 damage from that.
Okay, so 4 attacks from the bladed claws and limbs.
Yes, sir. Okay, so
Hit. Strength 6, so 3s again.
only 2 wounds this time.
Again, -2.
So
Failed them. What fell 1?
1, yeah.
So
Damage.
that's another 2 damage.
5 up, feel no pain.
Oh
It's
no!
both.
Oh no! He's sticking
4
around.
attacks from the tendrils.
Okay.
5s to wound. 1 wound, no minus.
You usually have to bail flavour next round, aren't you? Oh no. Okay. So he's taken absolutely next to 0 damage
one
here.
wound.
Now it's law friendly, right? Because he's like standing up to all of this hatred, and he's done quite a lot of damage. Okay. So why don't you fight with the Predator? I'm sure that will lead to your 1 hit.
D3 attacks.
For 2.
6s.
Come on! Come on! Come on! Come on!
No.
Oh, that's a shame. Fortunately. Why?
Is
What?
it top bracket?
It's 5
Middle.
wounds.
Ah, sorry, yeah.
So, there we go, that's the end of the combat phase there, and we have lost the Defiler, and we've lost the middle ground, as they have 2 models to our 1. So, things aren't looking great, but as we go into turn 4, obviously we'll get to shoot into combat, so fingers crossed, if we are lucky, we'll be able to remove the threat that is kind of pushing back now, which is not fun at all. At the end of the Imperium turn, they actually scored 5 extra victory points for, what was the mission that you completed? Battlefield Supremacy, because they control 1, 2, 3 objectives, and that is what you need for that.
Meeting resistance!
At the beginning of our turn, we drew up Blood and Guts. We've got to kill stuff in melee. We probably aren't going to capture the enemy outpost, but at the end of the day, we are ahead on points at the moment, so we've just got to make sure that we deny them as many points going forward. Beanie's movement has been pushing the Legionaries forward so that they can support against the Valiant, and also the Predator. It's probably going to rotate its turrets to fire into combat now to obliterate him. So, into the shooting phase, that's what we're starting, isn't it?
Let's go sponsons,
All
hitting on
shots,
5s.
all shots hitting on 5s.
Nope.
0, okay, then the soul shatters.
Nope.
Okay.
So we're done with that.
So, whoa! What about the shoots from these? Because he could probably. Oh, they can't shoot into combat there.
No, there's no one that they can shoot.
Okay, so.
So now it's going to be the Disco Lord into Mephisto with his Bale Flamer.
Okay, so auto hitting. For the big 8.
8.
Ooh, 8 auto hits.
8. Right, so increase the wounds.
3 to wound.
Drop 3, so it's 5, -2.
Down to -1, so 5 3-up saves for Mephiston. He has dropped 1, so that is 2.
Damage, so 2 feel the pains.
And he's made 1, so he's lost another wound. Time for the bolt pistol.
Yeah, why not?
Might as well.
And
He does
hits.
not hit. Oh, yeah,
He
yeah.
hits on 2.
Does he got to get a -1 to shooting in combat?
Because it's a pistol.
It's pistol.
Oh, fair one.
Heavy weapons.
And he doesn't wound.
Okay, no wounds there, my friends. So, that has been it for our shooting phase.
Charge phase.
The charge phase. Is it time for the Legionaries to support them?
Legionaries into the Valiant.
Okay, here we go. Are you going to have to PSCP? Are you not?
I don't know.
Oh, no, actually,
Looks like
3, yeah.
within 3.
3 inches for that guy to get in there, so
Yeah.
they are in.
And then with their piling, they'll be fine.
Okay, time for the fight phase. Okay, so after the combat here with the Legionaries going in, they managed to do a few wounds, 3 in total against the Valiant, but now it is time for Mephiston's time to shine. So, hitting on.
So he's got 6 attacks.
Yeah, because Shock Assault does not apply anymore.
No, but he's still got the D3 additional.
D3 additional for 2 more.
Yep. So it's 8 on 2s.
Okay, he's slowing down a little bit.
Strength 10.
2s again. Drops another one.
So it's
Oh, actually, no, these 2 do not wound because of clandestine.
yeah, clandestine, so 3.
So 3 saves to make a 4-up. Will he be able to survive this assault? Only
CP
1.
there.
Yeah, okay, the CP. Oh, okay, so how much damage?
D3 damage.
Will he be able to do it?
Oh yeah, and he would have got 1 wound back because he's
Oh, he's a
Demon
demon
Edge,
engine, so he's on 4, so he can't die, but he is on 1 wound at the moment if he gets the full hit
Well,
through.
yeah, but I can play a stratagem and I get more damage.
Here we go,
Go on,
here
then.
we go. And it's only the 1 wound anyway. Okay, so the battle is still on.
One
The
tank into the...
defender fights, so that's going to be the sanguinary guard fighting again into the predator.
This phase though, the shot of the.
Oh yeah, he gets the extra one for being class.
So on the 3s.
He only hits twice against the predator.
It's strength 5, toughness 8, so it's 4s.
2 wounds though.
Okay, 2 6-ups.
Neither made.
So he's down to 1 wound.
Oh, he's still alive. The Armoured Fist of Chaos perseveres.
Right, so the Armoured Fist of Chaos will do the next fight back.
Oh, yeah.
And then we'll do the Disco Lord again.
1 attack, hitting on 6s. Nope.
Close.
And now it is the Disco Lord fighting into...
Mephiston.
Here we
the
go.
guy who should be dead.
Here we go.
Just living life.
Okay, so
hits
6
with everything.
explodes.
Oh yeah, and there's
2.
2 there, so that's 2 explodes. So just be wounding on 3s.
Yep. Okay, that's not too bad. There is 5 in total, and these are -1 for you because of the Armour of Contempt rules. Oh, there's 3 that have gone through, so there's 6 in
damage,
total.
So
6.
if you want to do your 6 feel no pain,
6 feel no pains.
Finally be the moment.
Finally, come on, come on, come on. He is not dead. He's got 4 wounds.
He's got
oh no, he's
one
dead.
left.
He is dead. He's dead. He's gone.
Oh, amazing.
So
Yay!
Mephiston has finally fallen.
And blood and guts, we got something.
1 for blood and guts. Fantastic.
Now would the
Okay.
gladiator like to deck the legionaries?
For 3.
No, I'm going there. I am going there.
Okay.
That's 3 attacks, isn't it? Because it's the middle bracket. It's D3 attacks, isn't it? With the thing. I think it starts with. Is that not what it is?
So you
Oh,
have-
well,
yeah,
okay,
so
yeah.
3 attacks.
Okay.
No, okay, that was pointless.
Okay, so he tried his best, but unfortunately that is all that they can do. So at the end of that battle round, there is no morale to take over here. We have captured the middle ground
Yep,
back,
so
so we
is
do
how.
get the extra point from direct assault, and we did destroy at least 1 enemy unit that was near an objective marker, so that is the full 3 for us. We do not secure anything else. So I think we're going to bin off capture enemy outpost, because we
Yeah.
don't need that one there. So it moves into Imperium turn 5.
For the glory of the Imperium.
So here we are, this is it, we're coming down to the wire now, turn 5 for the Imperium, and they've drawn assassination and capture enemy outposts. So, in theory, if they're able to buoy off this Predator, they will capture the enemy outpost, that's 5 victory points right there. If they kill the Disco Lord in combat or shooting, that is another 5 victory points right there, and that would actually put the scores very close indeed. So, they've done the movement, they've daisy-chained all of their assault intercessors over here, still holding on to both of these objectives, and now they're going to be shooting into combat with the Gladiator at the Disco Lord, hitting on 5s with its Las Talon. So here we go.
Talon.
Okay, so 1 hit,
One
it's
hit.
enough to do it. Wounding on 4s because of the Clandestine.
Here
It
is.
wounds Beanie. Unfortunately, you are going to have to make a save to save your Warlord effectively. It is minus what?
-3.
What did he get on the wound roll? Was it over
4.
4?
It was a 4.
Yeah.
Roll, we'll find out.
Yeah!
He's fine. Okay, next up is
Melters.
the Melters.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
There's
so
one there.
yeah, 1 hit because obviously it's shooting into combat and
wound on
bracketed.
3. Wound on 4s.
It's a
There it
big
is.
wound. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
4s.
Oh no!
1 CP.
Because
Did you not spend that from last time?
I didn't spend a CP in the last round.
you did. I thought unfortunately
Did
you
I?
spent. Yeah, you had to.
Oh.
So I think that
Okay,
he's
so
dead.
now that he's dead...
D6 plus
Yeah,
2.
2d6 plus 2.
So of course he is very dead.
Okay, and what first time he dies, now I roll a d6. On a 2 to a 5 is d3 mortals.
Okay.
On a 6 it's d6.
That's right.
Is it only to enemy units?
Yes.
Okay, thank God. Okay,
Okay, so he will take d3 mortals.
for
For
2.
2 5-up saves.
Not
Yeah,
that's more. He's got to feel the
Mortal-
pain.
No, it's back 10.
Oh,
Oh yeah, they
course,
all
of
are.
the
Yeah.
duh.
So 2 mortal wounds to the Valiant, but unfortunately is dead, and that means that assassination has already been scored. Ruh-roh. Okay, so other shooting is minimal, but it is the Bike who moved around the corner over here in order to shoot down at the Rhino, the only eligible target. So here we go, shooting with the multi-melters.
Oh
And misses with both. Okay, fantastic. Okay.
Looks like warm day glow.
Yeah. So what that means now is it's time for combat, and it's the Legionaries or the Predator going first. Maybe we should do the Predator because the fact that he gets that hit in
If
and
I
he
get
kills
this
that
6,
guy. Okay. So none are there. So please do your attacks over here. Attacks with the Sanguinary card coming in against the Predator.
4 attacks on 3s.
It's all hits.
wounding on 5.
Oh no. 4s in this case.
Yeah.
Okay, there's two.
Sixes.
Two 6-ups.
No.
Neither made, so does it
Doesn't
explode?
explode.
Please, please, please. Oh, no. If only you had the CP to make it explode as well. Okay, so that is the Predator out, and that means that you've captured the home objective as well, meaning that you have got 10 points already for doing that, plus the extra 3 points for the secondary part of direct assault because you destroyed an enemy unit and it was holding an objective as well. So it comes down to the legionaries fighting back against the gladiator, which looks a little something like. So this was an interesting combat because the gladiator got destroyed. It was the final attack from the final boy with the tainted chain axe that managed to get the wounds through. The gladiator did not explode, but we have now reclaimed this objective, which is fantastic for us. Now at the end of things there, like I said before, assassination and capture enemy outpost has been scored, so that is 10 victory points, 13 in total for the second part of direct assault, plus they started on 2, so another 8. So the points are really starting to narrow down the gap between as we go into our final turn, Chaos Turn 5.
Meeting resistance!
So it's a very quick turn 5 for us because we are doing nothing. Unfortunately, we can't make any significant progress here or there. There's no point really shooting because even if we knock this guy over there, it doesn't matter. The scoring is done, admittedly, at the end of the turn, but we still hold 2 apiece even if we knocked him off of that one. So we score 8 victory points at the beginning of our command phase, and that puts us just ahead of the other team's 53, unless I've got it wrong, and then this will be the number right here over there, in case my maths is terrible, to our, what is it going to be, 8 onto 48, and then that will be how we end things there. So we have scored a victory, but it was a hard-fought one indeed.
It doesn't feel like a victory.
No, it
There's
feels...
a squad in the middle and they're bust.
That is it. So at the end of this battle, what we're going to say is happened is that the Church of Eli has been disbanded quite summarily by all the Chaos infiltrators being wiped off the face of the planet. There is one sole sanguinary guard left, and he flies away carrying the messages of troublesome news about his ally / renegade brother. So that's going to be an interesting one to carry on their narrative. But it was a very hard-fought victory, just a battle in general. Could not have told that things were going to end as they did, so fantastic game, gentlemen. Thank you very much. Now, if you would like to follow us on the social medias, you can do so. You can follow Chewy over on Instagram at
DZTV Chewy.
DZTV Chewy. You can follow Rapid at
RAPID40K.
You can follow Beanie at
Beanie40K.
And you can follow me at RetroJ, but the O is a 0. Check the links in the description for our Discord and other affiliate links to get some discount off some sweet hobby stuff as well. Big love to all of you, and thank you to GameMat.eu for sending us some lovely terrain, and GW sending the Octaria stuff as well. See you in a bit. Bye.